hate all of you. Why was your zipper down? You have so many bonus pockets. It's incredible.
Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bro. 7, 8, dude.
Oh.
Thick. That thick. Ripping my ass. Crazy. What's the longest? Thank you. The longest episode you've had?
Yeah, what is the longest episode you've had?
And 30 minutes.
Oh, what the fuck?
We're gonna turn this into a Joe Rogan podcast. 6 hours.
Say hi to Eli. It's racially ambiguous, Baddie. That guy's fucking ridiculous. Donut. That's harder to rhyme, but he's a really nice guy. Welcome to Unsubscribe.
No. You know what we're gonna do?
6 hours.
That's what people will know you for. That's how you get number one. You always have the longest one. We need to do one tomorrow.
I've never had the longest one in my entire life, even if I measure in metric.
As you said, it does sound way cooler, though.
Oh, bro, have you ever heard like centimeters? I asked. I was working at a farm and they had a bunch of dudes from South Africa, and I was like, "You guys use a metric system down there?" They're like, "Absolutely." I was like, "How do you guys measure your genitals?"
That's actually a really good question.
Centimeters. And I was like, "Bro, that's fucking dope."
Because you got a lot of numbers in.
Wait, in South Africa?
3 digits.
Like literally everywhere but America, but it's like
okay. I thought you said South Africa.
You got a lot more centimeters than you do inches, believe me.
Yeah, when I say like 2 inches, hard.
Yeah.
But in centimeters, that's like fucking 200 centimeters.
I had to explain to him what an innie was, but I mean after that they told me I was still fucked, but it was fine.
They're like, "What's this negative sign?"
Yeah.
China. Okay, so it's not.
It's like a reverse belly button. It's a belly button.
I got 2 kids. They were half-court shots both times.
What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
I have 2 kids. It was fuck.
I just picture you about to come and you're like, "Coming, Kobe," but you don't do this. You just jump back with like limp arms and the semen shoots out. It just hits perfectly. Kobe! And you just jumping backwards. Squirting fucking come out.
Squirting come out.
Oh yeah, we gotta do this.
This is gonna be trans.
Yeah, hey.
Do we tell them that this episode is just kept going because?
Yeah, we just kept going because I was mad because they kept harassing me and trying to make me sound like I was fucking racist the whole time. So then,
sound.
This makes you sound more. This sounds more racist. You started a podcast.
I literally just want to come here
fucking racist
and teach people history, and both of you fucks.
Listen here, motherfuckers! I ain't racist.
Thank God we are Mexicos, brother.
We got the Ortiz and the Cuevas.
And I can do one of these.
Holy shit.
But only the Chinese, not the Japanese.
No, I can't do that.
No, you're not Japanese.
I'm a mutt, but like,
you're not Japanese. You gotta be respectful.
You do it. Go ahead.
No.
We'll get some Scotch tape.
You want to be number one, right?
Not that bad.
There's a price to pay.
No, there
for
isn't.
being number one.
And Nick goes down and comes up with Scotch tape pulled back. I'm like, oh, he's got
the whole fucking podcast. Just
Scotch tape.
And then I just hit you with the hello.
Jesus fucking
Hello, this is Nikko Ortiz.
Hi, so I'm sorry. I've been gone as the designated 7th podcast host for a minute. I had a kid. I was very busy.
You did?
I did have a kid, yeah. Super.
And a gangster name kid.
Yeah, right. I mean,
a what?
I mean, he was a good name. It was so my kid's got a super cool name, but more importantly, my wife decided that she wanted to breastfeed and her boobs are enormous.
Oh,
and
bro.
I fucking love it.
Did you taste the milk?
I mean,
it's sweet.
Maybe it is.
It is the god of nectar.
For those of you that don't know, it
tastes
tastes like the milk after you just ate a bowl of Fruity Pebbles, but that's irrelevant.
No, it's not. That shit's healthy as shit too.
Bro,
I never have.
My wife gave me a titty twister the other day.
Dude,
why?
That's hot.
I don't know, but you best believe nobody on the planet is gonna give me a titty twister and not give one back. I gave her a titty twister. It felt like I was snapping a neck. They're huge.
Why are you about to come?
Huh?
What?
I just like the more drunk you guys get. It's like I can watch your testosterone racing.
Bro, look.
Like I know, I'm seeing it unfold.
I opened up in Vegas. I was like, just had a son, about to have another son, and the whole crowd went wild. And it was like,
Why the fuck
This
are you
is-
applauding that?
super dope. I did almost nothing with less than 3 inches in 3 minutes, and you guys are applauding me instead of my wife. It was
The
pretty
audience is
fantastic.
like-
That's because you're important still, you know?
I guess.
You mad important, yo?
She definitely didn't do the majority of the work all the time.
And now continuing.
Whoa.
Yeah, continuing to do it while I come
Whoa,
here
it
and
sounds
dick off with you
sexist.
guys, and she gets to, watch both my children while I'm, getting slandered on the internet. It's great.
Well, it's very wide of you. What race is your wife?
My wife was adopted from Guatemala when she was 18 months old.
Are you trying to validate yourself right now?
I don't.
Hey, listen. Nobody fucking asked that question, bro.
I didn't know that I flew 3 hours all
To
the
get
way to San
canceled.
Antonio to not like Nikko Ortiz.
You're like, sober Nico, love him. Drunk Nico, love him.
We get a replay.
Unsubscribe Nico, I fucking hate. I want to punch this dude in the face.
Yep.
I fucking go hard at rage, bro.
We have,
Entertained.
to, we have to sleep in this fucking house together tonight, and it's basically going to be the Thunderdome.
Oh God,
A lot of
please.
sleeping.
As
lot of
long as the
fucking.
crime
No.
scene is upstairs, I don't give a fuck. I
like,
need to
"Don't touch."
record. We just have yellow caution tape. I'm like,
Dude, I
yeah, it's
have
up there. Just
I
keep
have
it
no
down.
doubt there's fucking cameras. I'm still crying. Dude, the second when you sent me this like new setup and shit, I was like, bro, there's fucking cameras upstairs, bro. I was like, I have to jerk it quietly and subtly, dude.
I thought the same thing. It's 100%.
I was
You're
like, there's
"Here's
no
that-
way.
They don't trust us.
I'm like, this whole setup, but there's not one fucking camera upstairs. Not a light.
I've met Eli twice. There's a 0% chance he's not trying to get blackmail on me.
That's what this is for. Jesus Christ. I can recut this how I want.
Oh my God.
My worry, I literally, because we were building his bed today, and I like put it there. You remember when we were like, do we put it at this
Oh
wall?
yeah, I remember that. When
The
you flew
only
me across
reason
the
I was
country to
like,
build
oh,
his
do we-
fucking bed. Yeah, I remember.
I didn't want to put it against the wall because I was like, okay, if Nico jerks off, I don't want his headboard hitting this wall that might be kind of connected to your room. So I was actually, that's why I wanted to move
I'll
it.
just come in your room and jerk off. It's fine. Everybody calm the fuck down. How about since we're sharing the shower, just know I'll shower first. We jerk off over that fucking floor.
Nico's like, shower chair. It's like, there's 3 showers in this house. Why are we sharing the shower? There is no communal shower. Nico, stop doing this. Shower time's not at 11 a.m. every day.
Bro, I shower like 3 times a day. Fun fact. I jerk off like every
Why?
single time. Dude, I hate being dirty.
You have
bro.
to shower after every time?
No, God.
Yeah, that's
not
what I jerk off 3 times a day. It's
Mud
like,
wrestling?
First of all, you think I
what
only
are
jerk
you
off 3
using
times
to
a
jerk
day?
off? What the fuck?
Horseradish? What the fuck do you got going on over there?
That's horse shred. Like, yeah.
This
Yeah, but
motherfucker
I
right
like the texture.
No,
the
I just
smell gets me
I
hard.
wake up, I go running, okay, come back, I shower.
No wonder you had to leave California. They can't have your ass showering 3 times a day.
Yeah,
You're
like,
getting billed
we
for
in a
that.
drought.
Like, this dude at this address is fucking our
Nico
system
didn't
up.
move. Gavin Newsom killed him. Kicked him out.
He's like, this motherfucker gotta go, bro. He gone. He's done.
3 showers a day?
Tracking that water's the
Yeah,
bill.
it's like 2 to 3 showers a day.
How the fuck? I hate fucking shower. This
Dude,
is
I
my
love
least.
showering.
This is my least
Bro,
favorite
all
thing
my
in the world.
ideas, like all the TikToks, if you've ever seen any of my TikToks, almost I'd say 70% plus came from just
No,
in the
that-
shower
that
listening
make-
to music.
That makes sense.
That's weird comment, but that's fine.
Dope. Hate
I
it.
hear a lot like an audible sound or like music and shit, and then the whole thing just pops up in my head, and then I just reenact the whole thing. But no, I'll wake up, run, I'll shower, and then I might fight midday, shower, and before bed I have to shower.
Do you wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy?
What does that mean?
It's a song.
Do you know how fucking old I am?
Morning, like
You're
12.
When did that song come out?
You're like my age. We were in high school.
When did the song come out?
In the morning feeling
Like
2011. 2010.
2010?
Yeah, I was going to say, I had to think where I was when that song came
I
out.
think I was a freshman.
Oh, I'm so old. Oh, I hate it
Never
so
heard the
much.
song.
You thought you were gonna hit us with the age thing, and you thought you were younger.
Dude,
You're
hey,
not
listen,
that. You're not
trust
that
me.
much younger than me.
You know
I've
what?
been
I
waiting
just
for this
look
to
like
wear
shit.
off.
You know
I've been
what
waiting for the age thing to wear off.
You know what
like that?
You know what I hate is this. You guys are being
Your
like,
hands are so small. I'm slightly aroused. They're also very soft.
wait, do you have thin hands
Why
too?
you think
Make
I
a
jerk off
fist.
so much, bro?
Make a fist. Make a fist. Okay, put your fist next to his. Maybe they're the same size of fist. No, like put them on the ground.
No, I was gonna say it was like for the camera, bro. We got fucking beer cans and shit.
Oh, you do have a wait. Is my fist might be more near your size.
Not a chance.
It's
Hey, we can still fight in my house,
that one
yo.
is still compared to Nico's. Mine's actually closer. Than
Yours has Goku on it. First of all,
Fuck
No,
yeah,
dude,
that's
the
from
hand
fighting.
shit is hot,
You-
though.
like
we
what
gotta
a-
do. Let's just
have
get
we
that really quick.
discussed what a bold strategy it is to get a job stopper of a tattoo
Nah.
of an anime character whose sole
Wait, I didn't even
whose
see
sole goal in life it is
my God,
to
it's actually
assemble
Goku.
balls?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Bro, how many Dragon Balls are there?
I don't know, but there've been Dragon Balls all over your hands for sure.
7.
7. Good job. And then what happens when you collect all 7?
Become
you
dragon.
get to like bring back Piccolo or some shit.
I hate you were both right because he just screamed out dragon and you said bring back Piccolo, which technically is right because that is what happens during
Power couple.
I rest
I know.
my
Yeah.
case.
Oh, you are the power couple. Now they're clicking. Now it's like, yeah,
Never
we're
sell cabbages
besties.
in Boston,
Wait,
say.
fuck. Time,
And
time.
Piccolo's or Krillin's banging a robot. Those are the only rules you need to know in life.
Oh,
Android.
he is the blonde bitch.
Yeah, she's Android.
Yeah. He's the most powerful human on Earth, and it really bothers me that nobody addresses that.
Who?
Like Krillin,
He is.
like the little short dude with the 6 dots
yeah,
on his
the bald
forehead.
fuck.
Like everybody else is an alien, and Homeboy's just over there summoning laser discs to chop bad guys in half, and everybody's like, nobody cares.
For $100, what is the laser disc called?
Destructo disc.
I'll give you $100. Done.
Who's the most
Glad I flew
powerful
across country
individual?
for that.
I am actually
Goku.
surprised you
Fuck
fucking.
off. Krillin's my favorite character. You can go fuck yourself. I've watched all of Dragon Ball, all of Dragon Ball Z. You think just because I grew up in
I don't know
like,
about that.
I grew up in California, first of all. Then I moved to Iowa.
How many forms does Frieza have? I'll tell you if he's a real fucking DBZ nerd.
I thought it's 4.
Yo, go through them.
Hey, let's go.
Go through them. Go
Wait,
through
the
them.
no-
Go
wait,
through the fucking.
the normal
Boom.
shit. Okay.
What's number 2?
I have to start from the back to
Can we-
kind of
can
know
we
it.
just-
Can I have the gold form? Can I have the gold form?
no.
Oh, that's 5.
So then there's 5. There's
There's
not 4.
technically 6 now.
Majin Buu's better. I said it.
Majin Buu's a badass.
Look,
Wait, hold on.
I don't give a
Fat
fuck.
Boo or Short Boo?
Fat Boo. I don't give a fuck how many
Fat Boo's
forms.
good.
I don't give a fuck how many forms Frieza has. Fat Boo turned a motherfucker into a cookie and ate him.
That's what's
That's
his
un-
pastime.
Yeah,
He was like, ha!
that's undefeatable.
Dude, that would be
Kind of hot.
that'd be your superpower.
Summoning people to eat them as cookies.
You're just turning them into cookies.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Wait.
I'm good at eating cookies.
Wait,
too.
hold on.
Why,
I
do
need-
you think my wife married me? It's my only talent. It's
I like you can
bro.
turn
This
people into
motherfucker eat cookies.
for sure.
Let's go.
Your
Professional.
superpower is turning people into cookies, and you absorb their power if you eat them. Your offset is you're diabetic. So you're like,
We ain't gonna make it.
your blood sugar's low. We're having to give him injections during the fight. He's like,
We're like, oh fuck.
I'm feeling lightheaded, Eli. I'm like, he's looking pasty.
Look, if it was
Let's go. Sorry.
holy fuck. Look, if it was, I need a drink. I can't believe we drank all the Coors Light and you just spilled. Oh my god. Oh my
Brandon,
god.
just know it's your fault. This is all happening.
Yeah,
'cause
this
you're
is
not
Brandon
here.
Herrera's fault. God damn it.
We just wanted to rub your hair. That was it.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Wait, what's a better flavor?
I
Blackberry,
like black cherry. It's
pineapple,
black cherry,
my favorite.
not blackberry. First
Okay,
of all,
Black cherry or mango? I feel like mango
have we
might be good.
decided? Have we decided if
Mango.
this is the longest episode of Unsub, or if this is gonna be 2 episodes, or just a bunch?
Just do
a
one
bunch,
really long. I would like to see how it does.
A bunch that Fluck can edit out.
Yeah, Fluck just has to edit everything.
If we could edit out the, I don't know, like 55 minutes where you guys tried to frame me as a racist, that'd be cool.
There's no framing. There's no framing. We just asked you a question and you just didn't answer. That's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead. Say the hard R.
I went to Utah. I was 95% sure I wasn't gonna like you. I figured out I loved you. I told multiple people in my life how wrong I was, and I regret all of it because I fucking hate you now.
You're like,
Oh, what it is to hate and love someone at the same time. Tragic.
Yeah.
There, I had to do that. Okay, first off, can I just say I'm super impressed with both of your guys' Dragon Ball knowledge.
We're not done yet, by the way.
Okay, well, first
Yeah, what
off,
else do you
Frieza's
wanna
first.
know?
Frieza forms, original. Then you had second form, which was tall form. Then you had long head form, and then you had final form, which was white form. Then you got golden
there's
form.
that thick ass hoe. Because she gets thick after long head, motherfucker. That's 4.
That's second. Thick ass hoe was second.
You said tall.
That's tall, thick. Tall, thick.
Tall, thick. Okay.
Then long head is third. And
Okay, I remember
then
long head.
slender white is fourth. And then gold
Gold.
and black is after that.
I've never seen black.
Black is in the mango right now. You won't see it for a while.
Did you say mango?
The fuck is
Mango.
that?
You said
Okay, is
mango.
that just book form?
The mango.
That's some Crash Bandicoot
Wait,
bullshit.
I have a question though, because he said Goku.
What about Goku?
No,
That's my
he said
son's
Goku. I
name.
said, who's the most powerful individual, to your knowledge, in the Dragon Ball Z series world of everything?
I'm gonna
ever?
go out on a very, very thin limb here and say the main character.
A thin Lin.
Okay, I'm curious to see who
We're
yours
picking
is.
apart English language.
I mean, the main character of Dragon Ball Z Goku.
Is who? Okay. And
Okay.
then what's yours?
I asked because I want to see what yours is.
Wait,
already
hold
know
on.
mine.
Stop. Pause. Hold
What's
on.
the first
Stop,
letter of yours?
Stop. Hold
Z.
on. Pause. I need clarification on
Oh.
definitions. When you say person, do you mean character or do you mean person as
Any-
in human being?
Anything with a name in that fucking.
Anything with a name?
Sure.
Definitely Goku. If you meant person, it's Krillin, because everybody else is a
Okay,
fucking
I see what you're
alien.
saying there. Okay. So Goku is the most powerful being.
Okay, yeah,
Or-
Goku
yeah.
for sure.
Okay, so you're supposed to see. I was just gonna be basic and go Boris.
Boris?
First of all, fuck off. Absolutely not. Here's the
Goku don't
important.
fuck with Boris,
Here's the
bro. In
important
case you didn't
questions.
notice, bro.
Here's the important question.
Boris legit beat the fuck out of Goku.
I need your opinion. We got Krillin and Piccolo
Okay,
in one corner, and we've got
Krillin
Aang,
and Piccolo. Aang, like the
Aang
Avatar,
in the other corner. Who
like
wins?
the Avatar.
The Avatar, yes.
Krillin and Piccolo, because they will
Really?
fucking kill people. Aang will not fucking kill anybody.
I don't know.
Bro, Aang
He
can
go-
go
he
into the
goes-
fucking
he
Avatar
goes-
state.
he goes
He's still
Avatar
not
mode.
going like. No, Aang is not killing nobody.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Krillin
You-
and
you
Goku
got-
will
you
fought
got-
beings from
you got-
outside of Earth.
You got Krillin.
Avatar is Earth.
You got Krillin and Piccolo in one corner, and you got Aang not on the Nickelodeon channel in the other corner. You got Aang on Cartoon Network in Adult Swim. Who's winning?
Krillin and Piccolo.
Really?
They're summoning energy from literally fucking nothing. Aang has to use elements. Take him outside of Earth into space. He's getting fucked in the ass.
No, it's on Earth.
Okay, so you changed the scenario. It's on Earth. Okay.
I mean, really, Dragon Ball Z never takes place off of Earth, but continue.
It takes place on planets and places with Earth.
Universes.
Universes. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was like, they've been off planet doing shit on multiple planets and
Okay,
multiple
yeah,
universes.
we're gonna pretend
Aang on Earth,
we're gonna
bro.
pretend like every other planet in Dragon Ball Z didn't have Earth, wind, water, and fire. But okay, yeah, continue.
Okay, yours is who?
I still think. Oh wait, you said it's switching. It's not normal Aang.
Yeah, it's like Adult Swim Aang.
So he wants to
It's
kill
like,
and then fuck the
motherfucker's
dead
not
body.
afraid to kill anybody.
Damn.
I
I'd still have to say
this is my favorite. This is nerd talk to
I'd
my
have to
degree.
say-
I love it.
I'd have to say
video game
Krillin and
shit.
Piccolo as well. Still, just because like Aang utilizes elements, right? Like let's say Earth, for instance. Okay, these motherfuckers be shoved through the Earth multiple times, getting fucked up. They literally be using energy to push through Earth. Okay, fire-wise, I've never seen any of them get killed by fire. I've never seen any of them get killed by
Are we talking
water.
about fucking Avatar?
Yeah, that's who he said. Avatar Aang. I've never seen any of them get killed by not breathing oxygen. So it's Krillin and Piccolo again.
I was like, hold on.
No, stop.
Yeah, what do you
You're
think
just
I'm
over
talking
here-
about?
You're just over here commentating. What do you think?
Well, this is great. About what?
Motherfucker, you got Goku tattooed on your hand.
Uh-huh.
You have to have an opinion on this.
Like, kinda.
Yeah, who do you think
What is
would win?
Goku's best form?
No, not Goku,
No.
fuckface. Piccolo and Krillin versus Adult Swim Aang from Avatar.
Definitely fucking Krillin, because Krillin during Dragon Ball Super and Piccolo fought in the universe, the world, the Tournament of Power, which was the 7 universes. The strongest people and individuals on each universe, I forget how many, fought in this. And then Aang would have got his ass beat, because you have Piccolo.
Pause.
Piccolo, no. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me start this,
Continue.
guys. Here's how this goes. So
Knowledge.
Piccolo in the last movie, he
Information,
had a
yeah.
power up. He wished for the dragon on Earth, and the Namekian dragon, because the Namekian balls, after that planet blew up, they came back to Earth, and they're with Dende. And he wished for unlocked a unlimited potential. So now you have a new form of Piccolo that is quote unquote rivaled in the super tier, which then you have Ultra Instinct Goku, you have all that. The most powerful individual in all of Dragon Ball is Zeno. Then you have the angels. The angels are second in that
is
power. Then you
true.
have the God of Destructions. Now, after the God of Destructions, they are teaching Goku, they are teaching Vegeta. Vegeta learned Ultra Ego, which is a form of Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is angel based. Ultra Ego is based off of God of Destruction. Do we need to continue this path to
I have
show
a
you who's
very,
a
very,
fucking
very-
god at knowing Dragon Ball Z? Because I'm gonna fucking win.
I have a very important question for you in particular.
3 times I've been late.
I feel very bad for not knowing this, but I'm also very, very drunk. In Dragon Ball,
I can tell by
what is
Dragon
Goku's the trainer, the old guy with the turtle shell on his back?
Old was Master Roshi.
Master Roshi.
Dude, the
That's
pervert.
what I thought it was, but then I also thought it was Mario, which was Luigi when I'm not drunk. But listen,
It's
okay,
me,
so
Mario.
so Roshi-
Goku's like Mario.
Very important.
Kamehameha.
God damn it. Okay, so who would win in a fight? Master Roshi versus Uncle Iroh from Avatar.
Ooh.
This is very difficult.
Uncle Iroh.
Really? Go ahead.
You didn't watch Dragon Ball Super, so I have to like reseed that, because Master Roshi did compete in the tournament of power. He got a power up
Because
too.
Uncle Iroh, if you were to look at the stories before, so I have to go. Krillin and Piccolo were based off of also the ability before you twisted
Pause.
it up.
Stop. How come you skipped B1 through 3?
What the fuck is that, a drug?
I don't know. You went directly to B4. How come you skipped B1 through 3?
What the fuck is B4?
You said it. I don't know.
I never said B4.
Yes, you did. You said before, and then you went on to extrapolate your
You
idea.
fucking dad joking.
But I'm very curious as to what.
Oh, not like the letter and the number, but like before. The word before.
Okay. I thought
you said
I'm
B4.
sorry,
I was
sorry.
like,
I thought
is this like fucking science show?
I thought you skipped 1 through 3. My bad. Continue.
1 through 3. What?
B1 through 3, and then you just jumped to B4. But go ahead. I see what you're saying now. Continue.
Iroh, Before. Okay.
Yeah.
In his past life,
Yeah.
was dropping bodies, and he's able to harness fire and electricity,
There-
and he is willing to kill people. Okay.
Continue. Yes.
And his basic knowledge and his mentality of knowing when to and when not to do things. So if he's in a fight and he realizes he's possibly going to die, he's going to do whatever is necessary to, win, right? So then you said the other one is Master Roshi, right?
Correct. Without a turtle shell.
Without a turtle shell. I
That's
know
very
Master
important
Roshi
detail.
can get yocked as fuck. Okay. And this is
yoked, but
Yeah.
continue. Yeah.
Yaki
Yoked.
Badaki.
Yeah,
okay?
Yaki
Yoked, not
Badaki.
yoked.
All right. And I'm not too familiar with all of his, right? So that's also I have to pick General Iroh. but I don't think Master Roshi
how do
would
you
kill
feel
him.
about General Iroh's inability to penetrate the walls at Ba Sing Se?
What do you mean?
He was unable.
Dude, that was a fucking drop. That you're very specific on that. That
he was
fucking
unable
Asian lore.
for years to penetrate the walls at Ba Sing Se. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like that still grants him the ability to beat Master Roshi?
Oh wait, what's the other dude? Master Roshi. From
Master
Goku?
Roshi.
He is not a wall, so can't compare. Unfortunately.
Do you think walls work?
Walls.
Who's
No,
fucking racist
I break multiple walls.
Racist now.
I don't. Can you do this? Bitch.
No. Nico, downwards.
100% white, so absolutely not.
Wait, I'm confused now.
I'm asking the fucking questions here.
He's pivoted this. He's like, I'm gonna make you sound like the
Hour 2. My fucking court, motherfuckers.
Keep coming. Go.
You didn't answer my question. Master Roshi or Uncle Iroh?
Iroh, because that's Avatar, right?
Iroh.
Yes.
Uncle Iroh. Why do you think he beats Master Roshi without his turtle shell?
I just think we kill him. I don't think the other dude would kill him.
How?
With fire or electricity, or he would punch him to death. I don't.
You realize that Master Roshi is very grounded, correct? This negates electrical power. I would know. I'm an electrician.
What are you talking about?
I'm actually an electrician. I know most people don't believe this. I'm actually a licensed professional. I completed an entire apprenticeship, 5 years of my life.
I have no idea what this has to do with Avatar or Dragon Ball Z. Oh, you're avoiding it. You were
No,
nervous.
he's
See,
gonna-
I wasn't broken.
You
I'm
didn't
good.
tell me if walls work. You didn't answer my question. Do walls work? Yes or no? One word.
Walls.
Yes.
Oh, is this a Trump thing and walls? No, they don't work.
Okay, good. Thank you for your opinion.
I said no before.
Uncle Iroh, Master Roshi.
Roshi's
Go.
gonna fucking wipe the floor.
Really?
And yes, walls work. That's why the Mexicans are staying south of the border.
I'm going to go the other way because this is uncomfortable now. How do you feel about Eli's very controversial statement?
What was controversial about it? He's in Mexico, ain't you?
I'm sorry, did you just call him a country?
I'm a Mexican.
We can identify however we want nowadays, bro. What's up with that? Are you telling me I can't identify?
You can do
However
whatever
I
the fuck-
please?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm a
Very,
Mexico.
very important question. Most important question of the
Fluck,
night, quite
dub
possibly.
Nico, Mexican.
If Nikko Ortiz, I need you to like do the fuckboy face, put yourself in the right mindset.
Okay, hold on.
If you were a pirate, put yourself in Nikko Ortiz pirate mode. Okay. Would you?
Gayest pirate.
Would you?
As you try to suckle on the shirt.
Would you keep your parrot on this shoulder or this shoulder? 'Cause I like
that
this one.
Oh yeah, see this works perfectly.
I was like, I know this pickup line. I love this pickup line. How much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice.
God, you're good.
Damn it, I'm so good.
You're
Thank you very
fucking
much.
great. There was a fuck. What was my favorite?
Wait, hold on. Who the fuck wins the fight, dude? I can't. Y'all better fucking lock it in.
Uncle Iroh.
Why?
Period. Because he has fire. Master Roshi just gets jacked.
And he can fucking blow shit up.
So can Uncle Iroh.
Can he blow up a fucking planet?
Bro, I didn't say if it was a physical fight. I'm talking
That
about
motherfucker took-
Mahjong. And Uncle Iroh fucks up Master Roshi at Mahjong. Thank you for playing, but
This
you
is-
lose.
They were just
Those
playing.
statements are true. I'd
They're
have
playing
to-
These are
chess.
facts. Thank you very
Well,
much with the assist.
I also do have to hype myself up that I was correct 2 for 2. So it's fine.
All right, fine. Grizzly bear versus silverback gorilla. Go.
Ooh.
Grizzly bear.
Why?
Grizzly bear's gonna win.
Continue.
Gorillas have the strength. They bite. They have thumbs. They have strength. Okay.
A lot of strength and thumbs. I would know.
Yeah. So grizzly bears, they have strength as well.
Correct.
They have the violence aspect to them, which I think
Maybe.
is far more than a gorilla.
Yeah.
Okay. Jaw power and length. Okay. Think about that.
Gorillas have a shorter length.
Yes.
Go
Okay.
on.
claws, bro.
Okay.
Okay. And if nobody has ever seen a grizzly bear stand on two legs, they wouldn't understand how massively big grizzly bears actually are.
Are you insinuating that the gorilla would lose because it's a vegetarian?
No.
I feel like that's what you're saying.
I said due to violence. Very clearly in claws.
I feel like you're calling vegetarians not violent.
What was that movie called?
I love we walked away from this and came back and you wrote so much material to fuck on Nikko.
In literally 35 seconds.
I know you walked
you're
away.
Welcome.
You were
Continue.
Dude, you were pacing
About your
about
slander about vegetarians.
What was that movie called about being a vegetarian? About eating green or whatever?
What that one where the meatballs fall from the sky, cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
No. There was a movie, a documentary based off of if you go green, it makes you stronger and healthier.
Super
The
Size
Green
Me?
Mile.
No.
I think you might be onto something. Actually,
No, that involves Tom Hanks.
the main
This is a real documentary.
The main character was fucking massive.
Massive and a vegetarian.
No. Oh man, it was a big one on Netflix maybe 2-3 years ago, and it involved going on a plant-based diet.
Continue.
Basically, huge. It caused everybody to actually get rid of meat and go on plant-based diets. The facts and everything from Netflix and the science behind it was all full of shit. So vegetarian, meh. My assistant is vegetarian, and she now eats meat because she realizes it's not the best choice. So she was vegetarian for years.
So she's not vegetarian.
Not anymore.
Just to clarify.
Not anymore.
So do you consider yourself a rescuer of vegetarians of sorts?
No.
Really?
You're the only one who said rescuer.
Yeah, that's fine. But you just said former vegetarian after she met you, and then that confused me.
If people identify how they please and tell me their story, I can only reflect and say what they've said. I will not divulge into anything more.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but is there or is there not a 100% probability that if you are a vegetarian,
100% probability
if you are a vegetarian and you go to work for Nikko Ortiz, you will become a meat eater?
No.
Really? How many vegetarians have gone to work for you?
I wouldn't be sure. I haven't asked everybody.
How many?
How
many that you know for sure?
My great white shark did great.
I don't indulge in other people's. If people choose to share with me what they wish, they may.
Of those that you do know, how many?
Uno mas dos.
Uno.
Because I went.
What was the destiny of said individual? Did they become a meat eater?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We already meet at some
I
point.
like you turned to me and you're like,
I'm
Eli's a
slightly
loose
aroused.
cannon.
I had to make sure I let him
Eli's
know.
a loose cannon. I'm not sure we'll take conversations.
I stay engaged.
How do you feel about eating meat?
I love it.
You love it?
Yes.
I have to have a moment of honesty with you.
Okay, go.
Your girlfriend, her name?
Savannah.
I've met her once.
Yeah.
She's a very, very lovely woman.
Yeah. Huge ass.
I have been avoiding telling the internet this for a while now, but
She's a meat eater.
no, that's not it.
Oh.
How old is she? I'm going to give you a chance to re-answer that.
Sorry.
How old is she? Remember, it's the appropriate age is half your age plus 7. How old are you?
Is she in Mexico?
I'm 12.
You're bullying a disabled
God damn
man.
it.
Huh?
How old is she?
Hey,
Legit?
buddy, what's your
Maybe.
name? Are you okay? You okay? This man bothering you?
Oh God.
Are you okay? Oh, magic hands. Okay,
Look,
I'm gonna
the
call
point-
the police now. Okay?
The point I'm getting at is
You're okay, buddy.
I've met her in person. She's very nice,
Mm-hmm.
and she's definitely
She's 27.
She's 27 years, so she's almost my age. I'm 28. She's
fucking-
27, and I'm
The
gonna
fat
tell you,
electrician.
I've met her one time.
hey, yo.
And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that she makes lasagna like a 70-year-old Italian grandmother. It is uncanny.
Oh yeah, you
It
had
is
fucking
probably
lasagna.
the best lasagna
I
I've
forgot you
ever
had
had in my
lasagna.
entire
I
life.
forgot about that.
It
You
was
came over-
terrifying. I went to Eli's house.
Hey, what the
forgot
fuck?
about
Savannah was not there.
I didn't
and
get shit.
I had never seen her. And he's like, please, Mr. Fat Electrician, sir, have some lasagna.
I forgot she
And
made
then
some.
I got some lasagna, And then he's like, no, you need to get the marinara sauce with it. And I scooped marinara sauce and put it on lasagna. It was the best lasagna I've ever had in my entire
I
fucking
forgot
life.
you made it. I forgot about it.
And
That's
then,
rude.
And then
That's
Savannah
rude.
walks in.
Seven.
And I
We
looked
went
at
to Top
Eli,
If I didn't get no
and Eli
lasagna.
goes, sweetheart, you made wonderful lasagna. And then I looked at Savannah and I was like, how does one at such a young age acquire such knowledge of lasagna?
Google, yo.
Googles.
No, this is beyond Google.
She played a lot of Mario. He's Italian.
It's impossible.
Dude,
It
Super
was
Mario
maybe
Bros.
the best lasagna ever.
Dude, she knocked that out. Dude, Savannah.
Debatable. Because lasagna's actually my favorite food.
Dude, she's a fucking cook. I got lucky on that one.
Bro, there is an Italian restaurant in my town, ran entirely by Italians. I've had
Hey,
their lasagna.
I'm Italian, bro. Just like how I'm
Hers
in
is better.
Mexico. What's up?
Dude, Savannah's getting the shout outs. She's gonna be like, wow, oh my God, thank you.
I don't.
She's like, keep doing the podcast. I'll support you.
I
whatever you
literally
do.
met her for like 10 minutes. She seemed very nice. I don't know anything about her other than the fact that she cooks a phenomenal lasagna.
She's my rock star. She is my favorite human. She's my healthy relationship. She cooks really good.
I'll rock.
Really good lasagna.
Really good lasagna. But my beef stew, I need to cook you guys my beef stew.
I've never been less tempted to eat something in my entire life than the beef stew of a man that's been trying to convince the internet that I'm racist for an hour and 45
No,
minutes.
whoa.
I didn't
Who
have to
used
convince the
R word,
internet.
bro.
Yeah, that's you. You convinced the internet
that's-
you were
that's-
racist. That was not on me.
Can I just express that before this
You wanted to
podcast,
be number one?
I
Congratulations.
liked both of you, and now I fucking hate both of you.
Guess what? You're still hanging out and you're getting sandwiched by two fucking Mexicos.
Yeah.
Bitch.
We're going south of the border. I don't even know what
Going south of the border. Olay. Bitch.
Nothing will scare me. I weigh more than both of you combined.
I
Super
know.
fat.
No. No, not gonna work. We do need to roll though. That when y'all come out that way, we
Jesus
do need to roll.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah, we need to have sex.
Oh, we do need
That's what.
Ghee or no ghee?
to.
No ghee sex is
man,
my-
I should have brought that up when we were talking about the other stuff
how do you
earlier.
feel about ghee or no ghee jujitsu?
I prefer no-gi. I'm a big no-gi individual. That's strictly due to EP and the real
What is
world
EP?
of
Sorry.
fighting, executive protection.
Okay.
So
What were
yeah.
you wearing in executive protection?
Geese.
No.
I just picture executive
based
present.
off of the, this is a deep conversation.
I know.
So based off
I know
of
what
the
I've gotten
caliber
into.
of executive protection that you're falling to, long story short, if you are not making X amount of money, you're not actually an executive protection agent. You are actually just a fucking bodyguard or just a bottom bitch because people are hired based off of X amount of dollars due to skill, time, experience, etc. And that means you're training every week. You are doing combatives training. You're doing firearms training. You're doing driving training. You're doing X amount of training. Okay. So in the real world of EP, you have a house team. So you have a RST, which is a residential security team. And then you have foot agents. And that's the simple way of breaking it down. And
Like,
foot
Is
agents,
this, pause, please hold.
I was gonna say,
Is this anything close to the Foot Clan from the Ninja Turtles movies?
I've never been part of any clan. Have you?
No.
Okay.
Your deadpan is lacking. Continue.
What? I don't know what that is, but
Your
since
ability
we're
to
back
stare and not laugh.
I hate my brain went to this. This is where Eli's brain went really quick. I was like, movie scene, go. Nick in front of a fucking dummy with bells all over. And he has to take them all. Have you seen Ninja Turtles 2? They have to disarm the bells. This might be before your times. Have you, neither of you seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2?
Oh, I've seen them all. I've seen when they go back in time in number 3.
That was the worst one. But you know when they take the bells off?
One, yeah.
I just picture that where you're like, go, the lights go out and you're like,
Have you ever?
and then you start it and you come back up and you're in
Are you even in frame this whole time?
Are you aware?
I'm like,
hold
I
on,
know,
stop.
both of you are like shifting around. I'm like,
Are both of you aware that Uncle Splinter or Master Splinter
Master
is the biggest troll of all time?
Get it right.
Yes.
Ooh, I would like to actually hear this.
Okay, so check
He's a rat.
check it out. No, what? Yes.
Dirty
True.
rat.
Here's the
Dirty
deal.
rats.
So you have Donatello, the smart one. Right?
Yep.
He's very, very computer savvy, very tech savvy.
Both staff skills.
Right. So like he's the biggest troll of all time. So what do you give to your like super tech savvy son and you're a troll?
Both.
Here's a fucking stick, nerd.
Yeah, nothing
Go
sharp.
play outside with a stick.
Just whapping shit.
Fair.
But in the Nintendo NES version of the original one, Donatello was the most powerful.
We're not going to be number one talking about nerd shit.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, we are.
No.
Overruled. I know that. I know so.
That is an interesting fact that you went there, though.
you have which sorry, I'm very drunk and I'm bad with the names. Which is one with the anger problem? Is it Michael? Raphael. He has the
Nikko.
size.
Yep.
The size are strictly a defensive weapon. So has anger problems and wants to be highly offensive. Here's a defensive weapon. Fucking nerd.
I think Mikey got the worst of it. It's like, here's not even a stick. Here's a fucking 2 sticks with a chain connecting them.
fucking retarded, bro.
So no, he's not. Michelangelo's high.
He's the fucking skateboard fucking.
Michelangelo's high energy.
He is. He's the party boy.
He's given nunchucks, which take the most discipline to master, the most attention to detail, because he has the least ability to pay the fuck attention.
So wouldn't you say though that technically it's the same thing with giving what's his face a fucking stick because he has all the knowledge and all that stuff. So just give him a stick because he's gonna know what to do with it.
I think my overall point is Master Splinter's a troll.
He's a fucking rat.
Dirty fucking rat.
That was what Master Shredder said. I disagree, but continue.
Actually,
Wait, what was Master Shredder's real name? Hanzo?
bitch. That's what we call him.
Wait, Hanzo? Oh, fuck. I actually don't remember Master Shredder's real fucking name. What is it?
Me either.
Oh, I thought you were son of a bitch. I was so excited.
So we dove into Dragon Ball Z, Avatar, and now
I feel
Ninja
like
Turtles.
I've been driving the second half of this podcast with my hard-hitting questions, and
No,
none of you
you've
are
been
returning.
trying to.
I've returned a very strong response on most of your questions, other than the one question.
I've got for you though. What do you know of Lord of the Rings?
All of it.
Ooh,
Oh, have you seen the new TV series?
I have not watched that. I heard it was very
I
bad.
haven't watched it because I'm waiting for it to be done because I'd like to watch it all at once.
I've heard it's bad.
I haven't had time.
No, it is very good because I think people who have not seen all of the movies and don't understand the lore behind it either, they don't understand everything. How does a wizard come to be?
How does a wizard come?
Because the TV
I believe
series
it's
puts
to a
it
young
together.
hobbit. But continue.
The Four Wizards?
I can't give
Are you talking
more.
about the
This
Four
could
Wizards?
Be spoilers
No, are you
alert.
talking about the Four Wizards?
There's
Gandalf?
more than 4.
Gandalf?
There's more than 4, and that's stated in The Hobbit.
No.
There's Radagast the Brown.
So this is why the
Gandalf the
movies,
Grey.
you're going to get so much hate right now, Nico.
No, the lore because they
switched to the lore.
It's less than 8 because some people are gonna say there's 8, and I was like, no, technically there's less than 8.
Do you know? Okay,
Continue.
so
But do you know how a wizard comes to be?
off the new series?
Well, fuck. No.
Based off the new series, they just fall out of the
and I
fucking
thought-
sky.
No.
Yes, I saw that part of the new
Okay,
series.
so then how would you connect? This is a fun thing that I was gonna put together because I was like, based
You
off the
attack
lore,
Nico. Attack Nico.
the
Go.
original series, not the Hobbit series, just the regular Lord of the Rings series, and then this Lord of the Rings TV series on Amazon. How would you put together bringing a wizard to place? Because if you actually look at it, if you take the first Lord of the Rings movie, the second Lord of the Rings movie, I'm trying not to actually put spoilers out there. Because I'm a huge
Spoiler alert.
I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan.
Yeah,
so if
me
you look
too.
at the Twin Towers and how Gandalf the Grey became
Gandalf
to
the
be
White.
Gandalf the White,
Spoilers.
and how literally 18-year-old
I know,
spoilers.
18-year-old
Dude, no,
spoilers.
but people will appreciate this. If you're a real fan, you'll appreciate those. How would you say a wizard comes to be?
By fucking dying.
Like literally, they get spawned as a falling star, and then every time they die, they level up.
Can you put the movies together for the people? because I think that is what people are missing right now.
Like
So if you can put those together, I think people are
in
going to go.
chronological order.
No. Okay, here. So based off of what you said, I'm going to say you're 100% correct. So what I think was cool about how they put the movies together is Gandalf the Grey, he's fighting the demon. I forget the demon's name.
Balrog.
That's hot. He falls.
I know Lord of the Rings.
How do you remember that?
I'm fucking autistic. Where do you think my son got it?
It's actually a bigger character in the lore. In the lore, he's a huge character. In the lore, he comes up multiple times because he's a massive demon that
there's multiple.
realmed
There's
fucking.
multiple. I can tell you a lot about Lord of the Rings.
Well, the one that's always referenced in the movie. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's the same one that's in the lore, and he realmed. Was it Beloria or whatever the fuck?
So there's multiple.
For years.
There's multiple Balrogs. And how the fucking wizards.
I have multiple ball rags in my room too.
Me too. They're called socks.
Old towels mostly,
Yeah,
but
they
continue.
smell like old popcorn.
That's not what they smell like, but continue.
No, so the old was I have this fucking knowledge. So with the new Lord of the Rings series, they did not get rights to the lore of Lord of the Rings. Like the J.R.R. Tolkien family were like, no, you fucking do your own shit. So they did. They recreated the lore. That's why we have new storylines following how it's progressing out to what it is. That's why you had hatred towards the new series. But if you go back to like the Silmarilla and the way back when he was creating all his gods, his lore, when the gods fought as Silmarillas, then you get the breakdowns of like the first, not Middle Earth, but was it the first? What are the time periods called? Because this is the Third Age. Was during the Lord of the Rings. I want to say the Third Age, and that was the fall of Saruman and Sauron. Before that, you had the Second Age and the First Age, and those were when the angels, the elves, all came down. Then you had the splitting. Then you had the big ones. I forget the original baller ass motherfucker that was way more powerful than Sauron. Like, he was a big motherfucker.
Because Sauron is the fucking little hand-me-down dude who was literally like the right-hand guy.
Yeah, he was an Elven.
The dude was legit like a fucking giant.
Yeah, he was a fucking
big fucking guy.
Yeah, and then he was one of those, cast off that, and then he became the strong. That's how all of that lore and where we are now, Madagascar, as you said, which I'm fucking mad props to you for knowing Madagascar, the brown. Madagascar. Yeah,
Madagascar.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
That's an island off the
full-
coast of
I call it
Africa.
the
Yeah, I was like, Madagascar, one of my
You're
favorites.
confusing Madagascar and the brown.
I know, with Madagascar, the movie.
1, 2, 3.
With the penguins.
Radagast,
Radagast.
the brown. Continue. Fucking. And I'm the racist. Whatever. Continue.
He was the brown, then the gray, the white.
Wizards. What do you mean?
Wait, and then the blue. Who was the blue? The blue was the one that was unknown, right?
Yeah, fuck the blue one.
No, there's a name.
Nobody cares.
They have a name. I don't know what it is. But
Bitch
they've
face
stated
McGee.
the name.
Dude, I love all
In
that lore.
and in The Hobbit, they've stated the name.
This is the shit I love. I'm like, let's go on. It's like Halo. You give me Halo lore, I'll give you all the fucking Halo
don't know
lore
any
you
of them.
ever fucking want.
I hate Halo. All of
Me
them.
too, actually.
The whole
fun
thing.
fact.
Bro,
I think
how-
it's stupid.
I fucking
It's stupid and boring.
hate Halo.
It's super
Oh
boring.
god, it's so bad.
But when you read, it is so government where how they trained and then how they built the Majil.
What do you want to know about the real government? I can tell you weird shit that you've never even fucking.
Well, that's
heard of.
what, dude. The Milner armor
Hey,
system,
bro. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out.
Here, before you
How
go
do
on
you-
this,
go
here,
ahead.
I'll give you one quick showing that they captured the government very well. So the Milner armor system, which is direct link to the Spartan 2s, which is
Okay.
Master Chief, all those guys. They tested that out on regular Marines first. The armor system, it is Neuralink, and it amplifies your body's movements and everything. But you have to have the process done to you, which is the genetic altering and the operation. The normal Marines, when they went into that suit, they were like, got it. Okay, let me think how to move my arm, because you just think it. I got to think to turn. It over amplifies everything. So it's just making fucking meat puppets out of. So they'd be like, okay, rotate your back. And you have this armor that weighs 2,000 pounds rotating your bottom on thought and you can't control it. So it's like, and dead. So it just kills literal
what?
Marines instantly when they started using the system. And they're like, oh, we fucked up. Okay, let's not put it on these guys. We have to put it on these next soldiers and then watch how they interact for it. Okay, we're good. Okay, how do we get Spartan 2 children? Okay, we got to find the top geniuses in the world. Cool. Okay, let's go kidnap them, replace them with clones. The clones die after 2 weeks because they're genetic malfunctions. So the kids are just dying. The parents will be sad. No one will give a fuck. So now, okay, we stole these kids. Now we have to indoctrinate them at the age of 5 or 6 to be these Spartan soldiers, and done. Hey, you want your parents to die? You want your family to die? Okay, that's what's going to happen if you don't listen to us. And you have the Spartan 2 program. Spartan 3's was based off of like, oh, we fucked up. That was really fucked up. We cannot kidnap kids. What we need to do now is get we need to get normal people to volunteer. New drug makes you mentally unstable. You'll go homicidal if you don't take this drug every few days. Okay. But you can wear that Milner armor and it's going to be fucking dope. So the Spartan 3s were very homicidal if they did not get their shots. Dude, they captured the U.S. government very well.
I was like, dude, I was going to say legit while you were telling that story. I was like, I don't know how deep we're going to the government, but you make me want to tell CI stories right now. What do you want to tell counterintelligence stories right now?
What do you want to know about the U.S. government? I know an awful lot.
Give me CI stuff.
How do you feel about the Titanic? Are you familiar?
Wait, what?
Don't give a fuck. They did.
About the Titanic? Cool.
Oh, I want to know.
How do you feel about the finding of the Titanic?
Was it the U.S.
What if I told you the finding of the Titanic was actually a black ops operation?
Wait, is this real?
Swear to God. These documents got declassified in 2018. The actual finding of the Titanic, like the dude that found the Titanic was funded by the U.S. government as a cover story. Basically, this dude's whole mission in life was to find the Titanic, right? So the U.S. government rolls up and they're like, hey, we're in the Cold War. And we're trying to find this nuclear sub that accidentally sunk called the USS Thresher. We lost it. It's roughly-ish in the same area of the ocean that you think the Titanic's in.
Oh,
so
shit.
we're going to give you a bunch of government funding and have a bunch of high-tech shit to find.
But hide it until 2018.
But actually, you're going to go find the USS Thresher, a nuclear sub that we lost, and you're going to go find it for us. And then after you find it, you can go find the Titanic if you want. And that's exactly what happened.
So he found the Thresher.
He went and he found the USS Thresher, a sunken nuclear sub.
Kept that under wraps until 2018.
Kept that under wraps, but that's how he got the funding to get all the technology to find the Titanic.
To me, that's just normal, though. Because you also have living survivors who, and you know there's a course for this. You know there's a course for the Titanic.
But the government is still, that is very government where it's like, okay, so
we need a good cover story.
There's a nuclear sub. We don't want to tell people we lost one of those. So go find it. It's like have you heard, my favorite thing is with the what's the black, the fast jet, the black one, the
SR-71.
SR-71.
I was thinking of Axe. I was thinking of Elon Musk kid for a second because that's what he named it.
SR-71 Blackbird.
Yeah.
Dude, the Blackbird.
Yep.
Dude, the Blackbird, like that story you were telling that last time, where it was like none of the people that created it, they destroyed everything on how to recreate it. So that way there was only one guy left, right?
Can't.
Yeah, they cannot, like the materials used everything, and then there were like one dude that was like, I used to work on those.
That's one of the big arguments with like I hate to say it, but like people that think the moon landing didn't happen or whatever, and like whatever. If it didn't, it didn't. It's fine. Like if you wanted to tell me the American government staged it to bankrupt the Soviet Union, I'd be like, that's a possibility. That's a decent opinion. That's a real possibility. But like, the U.S. government keeps their fucking technology so secret and so under wraps, and it's so decentralized that literally only a couple people have all the pieces to the puzzle to look at. And if those people leave the picture, you just have a couple dudes holding a couple pieces of a puzzle and they don't even know who else is holding the other pieces of the puzzle.
That's external to the military though. And that's from my time strictly being CIA stuff is like, cause you learn about all these things and how, you know, all these conspiracies and stuff like that and like who to trust, who to work for. And like, you know, what is truth, what is fact, and then who shines the light to say what is true and what is false. Like where does information turn into data and did the proper information turn into data? Because there's a funnel and information has to be analyzed in order to actually turn into data. That's how you have intelligence. Okay. So
Can I stop you for 1 second?
I was going to say, it's about to get really complicated.
I like this. This is my favorite. I'm
It's
like,
about to get
ooh.
very complicated in the
I was
CIA
like
world.
super anti this podcast for the first hour, and now it's like we just had a 45-minute debate on who the most powerful person between Dragon Ball and Avatar was, and now we're getting into deep government
I know, I'm like,
conspiracies,
ooh.
and we're all on the same page. But continue.
Ooh, go on.
No,
I like
I was,
this
I
so
was like,
much.
where am I at? Because my brain spins with this, and then like Brandon, I think is the only other person that anybody here knows who's seen me like dwindle. Like me and Brandon would be having like very good conversation. I'll be like, he'd ask me a question, right, about like technologies or like information, and then I'd be like, yeah, so I don't know. I'd be like, I can't talk about it.
How much
sure.
can I tell you without you thinking I'm insane?
No, how much can I tell you without breaking fucking the law and going to jail, going to Leavenworth?
Yeah.
I got some cool stories though. I've told Dan that these are declassified. Dude, Eli, you're gonna make me have to pee.
Yeah,
I should probably wait
agree.
this for-
He got up and made me had to pee immediately.
I'm going to pee upstairs.
Oh, God damn it. Hi, Fluck. Big fan of you and your work on the Unsubscribed podcast and my channel. You do a great job editing. If you could really, really edit the first hour where all the parts where they try to make me seem racist, if you could get rid of that, that'd be fucking great. And
we're
Fuckhead's back.
okay. Fluck, what he just said, I need you to ignore everything he just said. Just cancel that, delete that segment. You're good to go.
I need you to listen to me. I'm bigger than him.
Fluck will pay you more.
No, you won't. I think that says it all. Anyways,
What?
God damn it, I gotta pee, but I really also
Go
want to
pee,
hear.
bro.
Go pee,
Dude,
go
pee.
pee. Go pee real
You
quick.
want this to be the longest episode? You want to be
We're-
fucking number one?
Dude,
Go
go
do
pee,
efforts
pee.
to make you number
We're
one.
almost out of alcohol. Like we're gonna have to break into my Dos Equis keg, and I was saving
No, we
that
have
for,
to save it for tomorrow.
I was
We're
saving
just like-
that
We're
for
saving that for
tomorrow.
tomorrow, and for we need to force Brandon. to
Okay,
come
sorry,
in.
you were saying
yeah.
about
Oh, yeah.
You need to go pee.
information.
Go
I can-
pee. You're
I can
pee-pee
hold
da-
it. I'm like
Dude,
a,
you're
I'm like
pee-pee
a-
dancing.
I'm like a camel.
How long can you hold it for?
Forever.
Okay,
lying
he's holding
bitch.
it forever. Go.
What do you want? What do you want to know?
You were talking about information that you didn't want.
No,
to
no,
tell the rest of
no.
the
You gotta be
world.
careful with that word. I'm not talking about anything classified information.
Yeah, well, you're just coming
You were
out like,
talking about
hey.
recently declassified information, just like I was.
Okay, well, backstory really quick. In my past life, okay, I was a counterintelligence agent for the military.
Now, how close do the counterintelligence agents work to the sync intelligence agents?
Define sync intelligence agents.
Like they're right next to the cabinets and the counters in the kitchen by the oven.
in the kitchen. I was like, wait. I was like, bro, you have to understand the world of CIA. There's a lot of
I was just like, oh my God, goddamn it. I was like, I know where he's going with this.
Yeah, I was like,
Fucking,
define.
I know where this is
sync.
going. I'm like, okay, here we
I
go.
was like, here's a dad joke for sure. I was like, there's so many acronyms you have to understand. It's DOD, DHS,
Oh, yeah.
etc.
I got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Department of Defense, even though we've never defended shit since 1776. Well, technically 1812, but whatever.
So many black cherries.
The Department of Offense, if you will, but continue.
What did you want to know?
I don't know. You were telling a story. I was very intrigued.
After peeing, I've leveled my head and I'm like, how much do I actually care to talk about and say? So you'd have to ask a question.
Do you guys remember that one time that we went to dinner with Brandon and we're like, we're gonna go film a real quick 1 hour podcast? And then,
we did do 1 hour.
We were 2 hours into the longest episode ever, and then we were gonna keep going for 6 hours till 3 in the morning.
6 in the
Let's
morning.
fucking go, baby.
I wanna. Can we Google real quick the longest Joe Rogan episode just to beat him?
12 hours. We'll just talk about psyops for fucking
If-
12
if
hours.
you-
Baddie
Psyops is
and
gay,
Cody
bro.
show up tomorrow and we're just talking still. We're like, keep it going. They
you
just sit
think-
down.
If you think I don't have enough worthless information to fill the memory cards in that fucking camera, you're wrong.
Oh, if you don't think I do. Dude, we had
But
just.
how long are they gonna stay?
Who's we?
Person behind that camera.
Dude, there's so many
Right
training
now.
stories because what people we got. Oh, I have
God
so
damn
many stories.
training stories. Did you hear about the fucking the Navy SEALs getting shit on for fucking abusing their candidates?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I just
I'm
covered this.
so fucking sick of hearing it.
So I actually just covered this on Brutally Honest with a Navy SEAL instructor who is a BUDS instructor. And he was telling me how he thinks it's bullshit and how
That
this
shit
PC
happens.
culture,
Bullshit what the instructors did or bullshit what the news is doing?
bullshit what the news is doing.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Stay out of it. Do you think
You're training
the people
fucking
who took
fight-
out the #1 terrorist in the world, okay, Osama bin Laden, do you think they went through the same thing? Yes or no? And if yes, do you think if they didn't, it would affect where they're at now? It actually fucking would, because they're building and building and building and building and building, and it does not fucking stop. That training does not stop.
So my biggest thing with it was they're like, oh my God, look at how much tear gas they were putting them through. And it's like, first of all, everybody in every branch of the military gets tear gassed. Period. Everybody. But when you look at a gas chamber, it looks way more mild than that video that they had.
But it's concentrated.
No, stop. But a couple reasons. If you look, they're like,
I didn't see the
so
video of it.
It looks terrible, but they're outside. So they had to use a fuck ton of tear gas to get the same effect as like an enclosed environment, like a gas chamber.
They got fucked up still.
Wait,
got
I
fucked
don't
up
know.
for
Wait,
sure.
okay. So you guys came in. This is actually really interesting because you guys came in a completely different time frame than me. And then before that was a different. Like when we did our tear gas training, I don't know what they did for you. We walked in, then you get against the wall in the tear gas room,
Yeah.
break seal, close,
Correct.
clear.
Yep.
Then I don't know about you guys. Then you line up on the back side of the wall. Everyone goes like this. Remove your mask. You pull it off and you sit there. And then everyone has to do their fucking social security number in a line. And then you're sitting there like, and if you don't breathe, I remember the first time I took a breath, I was like, no, just don't breathe. Don't breathe. Don't breathe.
Don't
It
breathe.
fucking sucks. And I was like, and I did that. Just that. And I was like, it's magma. And then I was like, and I was like, oh my breath, it's so sorry. And he's like, say your social. I was like, what? And he's like, you have to breathe. I was like, this is like magma just pouring. I was like,
100%.
and we're just, and I'm like, everyone's going down that line, and you're just waiting for the next motherfucker to say theirs. And I'm like, and then finally, after everyone says their fucking number, he's like, go on, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
and you walk out and
100%.
you're.
So, what happened was that same
Same
experience.
thing, yeah.
Same experience 10 years later. You, same, roughly.
This same experience, except it turned out to the Infantryman's Creed.
Okay, yeah. So like I had to sing happy birthday, you had to do your soch, you had to do the same shit, right? You have to say something to breathe. The Navy fucking SEALs.
Breathing was easy though.
For you.
I literally just breathed the entire time, and I was fine. I did tactical breathing.
Just
No.
breathe, bro.
No. But when I left, I was in a world of hurt, and I suffered like no other. Would you guys say it was worse when you left, or when you were actually?
It cleared
in the gas
up
chamber?
30 seconds after.
Yeah,
My
definitely.
favorite
30
was
seconds
Oh,
after
no,
it was fine.
no, I was fucked.
you had
I
the
was
milk.
fucked
You were
for
doing
like 2 hours after.
And you can start this. My buddy Smith, favorite fucking story, because Smith was like this.
Completely fine.
And they're like, fucking say he was like 1111111.
There's always one dude
That's how I
that
was.
smokes a pack a day. That's completely fine.
No,
It's
so
really
it
weird.
was, dude, he walked out and they were like, get out of here. And he like walked out and he's like, okay. Like walks out with his shit and the drill sergeant that was outside of the thing. They're like, you didn't fucking breathe. Go back. He's like, okay. He walks back in and they're like, the fuck is wrong with this guy? He like walks in and the other drills are like, why are you back in? He's like, oh, that dude told me to come back in. He's like, get the fuck out of here, you weird. He's like, okay. Like walks back out and he's just like, it wasn't so bad. I was like, you piece of shit.
So like, with the Navy SEAL thing, there's this video of them like in a formation, but they're outside. And they've got these CS gas like pellets on a fucking 6-foot pole, and they're like putting it in the formation, just smoking them. And it looks really, really bad. It looks way better than like normal gas chamber footage. Like I went and I was gonna do a whole video on it, and I looked up all the normal gas chamber footage that was on YouTube, and the news is freaking out because they're like, well, they were exposed to it for more than 15 seconds, and I was like, fucking so
Fuck
was
you.
everybody.
Fuck
and I was
you.
like, to be fair, I was getting tear gassed at the time. Maybe it just felt like a lot longer than it was. So I went on YouTube and I looked up literally every fucking basic training tear gas video on YouTube. The shortest one I could find was 38 seconds. And the news is like, you're not supposed to be exposed to tear gas for more than 15 seconds.
No.
And I was like, these are Army basic training recruits that are like to be fucking paper pushers and whatever the fuck else. And they were in there for 38 seconds. Navy SEALs can handle a minute
Do you know why that got pushed to that level, though, that caliber of the news?
because it's clickbait.
No,
Well, I'm down
because the people who reported it are people who didn't pass buds. And it was a mass of people who did not
I knew
pass
that.
buds.
Yeah.
And so me and my buddy, who was a buds instructor, we were talking about it, and we were just talking about how it's bullshit. Every single time it's the motherfuckers who don't make it who want to push a story to the news outlet to say, this is why I didn't become a SEAL. It's because of this specific incident where we sang happy birthday outside. And an individual did pass out. Who knows what that is to come?
Motherfucker wasn't singing happy birthday like he was
He
supposed
probably
to.
pissed.
He
He
wasn't
probably
very-
pissed. Probably passed out
He's
from like holding
I'm
his
gonna
breath.
hold my breath, and then he held his
Exactly.
breath until he couldn't, and he went, and then he realized, oh fuck,
Yes.
there's half as much oxygen as normal, and then he passed out.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, all of us here can agree to the fact that being, being exposed to tear gas and OC, from what we've experienced and what we see in the video, is nothing compared to what you will experience downrange. So it is only a stepping stone, and it is necessary to get that form of training in now, because if you can't cope or accept that now, you'll never make it downrange, and others will suffer, including yourself.
So the part that pissed me off is like literally the lack of critical thinking altogether. So the news is like, well, if you look at tear gas training from the basic training, this looks way worse. And it's like, well, yeah, for starters,
If you look at any training that is SF, Delta, whatever, it is
Soft
way
com-
worse.
so
soft
like,
training.
yes, that as a whole, but put that aside. Pretend it was normal training. These guys were outside. When you're outside, you need way more gas
Yeah.
to affect them the same way as if they were in an
It's why you spray paint
enclosed
outside.
environment like a gas chamber. You need
Yeah.
way more gas
It's not concentrated.
because they were outside. So you need way more gas for that reason, A. B, it looks like a lot more gas than you see in all the gas chamber videos
just potent
because you can see it more.
It's
When you're in
canisters.
a gas chamber, how much light is in that room? There's one fluorescent fixture
there's none.
and like two shitty little windows, right?
Yeah, dude, Hitler made
These guys were outside, okay? Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying, pretend like you're driving through fog. Okay, that's gas in the atmosphere. That's water instead of CS. Do you turn your high beams on or your low beams on?
Here, even better. Did Hitler make ventilation camps or concentration camps?
That was
Concentration camps,
way
yo.
further than I was going to go. But I was
I'm
simply
just
going to
saying,
say,
if you got a ventilation camp, it's not working as good.
If you have gas in the atmosphere and you turn the headlights at a higher lumen level, you see
Less.
more gas.
Oh yeah, just
Okay, like if you turn your high beams on in fog, guess what? It's harder to fucking see. Coincidentally, they were outside at noon, and they had the biggest headlight in the fucking universe
The
shining.
sun.
The sun.
The sun, yo.
Not
So
the
it
u-
looks
not
like
the
a lot more
universe.
gas than it was.
The solar system.
Fucking space, yo.
Yeah, you can't say that
Look,
there's
look,
many more
look.
brighter
But you
stars
just
than.
been- you
I'm
just
not
been
going to
like-
pretend like I understand the difference. I'm a very simple man.
I know.
This
is one thing I'm real good at.
I was a junior-
Astronomy.
I was a junior in high school, and they were like, "Hey, check it out. Space is endless nothingness."
Big, yo.
It's fucking giant.
I was like, dope. I can grasp endless nothingness. And then they were like, hear me out more. It's getting bigger. And I was like, what the fuck?
There's nothingness
And I
inside
haven't understood
nothingness, yo.
anything. I haven't understood anything since.
It's expanding faster than the speed of light. When you hear that, you're like, what?
The
Is that a
endless
thing?
nothingness is getting bigger.
And faster than the speed of light. You know
Yeah.
what you know? You don't know it now. One day you're gonna look out at the stars and see nothing.
Anyways,
Space.
I think
Hey,
the
yo,
point
what?
I'm getting to is
If you're trained for-
I did a whole video. I just never posted it, but it was the CBS React video to the Navy SEALs
You
training.
should post it. A
100%.
lot of people are looking for information on that and they don't understand. That's
It
why
was-
I had
it
to
was
do a video with
literally-
that, about that.
It was literally like it was 3 reporters. One of them was like,
Oh my god, this is so
wrong.
bad.
This is wrong and disgusting. And then it was 2 other reporters that were like, I've never served in the military and I don't know shit, so maybe it's fine.
I like the first report right there when you're like, this is wrong and disgusting. It's like, where are we sending these people? Oh, to fucking war, to fight, to kill
war.
people.
To be put in the most strenuous, difficult situations they could possibly.
And you think that's fucked up?
Yeah.
That's the line? Well, have
Bitch,
you
what
read
is he
Delta?
talking about,
Have
bro?
you read Delta
Do
training?
you understand that the Navy regulations say that they're only supposed to be exposed to it for 15 seconds? Look,
Great. Then the people who wrote those regulations can go back in time and take out Osama bin Laden by them fucking selves.
Everyone at home, I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. As far as military, regardless of branch, as far as military regulations are concerned, they're like the Pirates Code. It's basically guidelines. Nobody follows that shit.
You get to train. I've trained with some fucking dope ass people in my life. Like I still get to train with these people. It's fucking dope. You see what they go through. You see their thought process, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a completely different breed than I will ever be. Like
Yeah.
completely different.
A different breed.
Can I get?
That's it.
Can I tell a story of like the most different breed experience? Like the moment as a young man, I realized
can
that
tell
I was
worse.
not that guy.
I got many of these.
So in the National
I was
Guard,
gonna say I got some, but I'm curious. to see what you
in the
think.
National Guard, you can deploy more than any other branch.
And reserves, because you guys we can drop packets.
So
In the Guard and reserves.
reserves, yes, but National Guard is unique in that there's only one infantry unit in the Army Reserves. The Army National Guard has a fuck ton of combat MOSs, and you can volunteer
Yeah.
to go on combat deployments as a combat MOS in the National Guard.
Well, in Intel, you don't have to even go on any combat deployment. You can go on any deployment fucking anywhere. If you're as long as you're a Pogue too. If you're in the Intel component, dude, you can go anywhere at any point in
Right.
time.
So specifically, the guy that I'm talking about, he was a combat medic, he was an infantryman, and he was a Cav Scout. He did all 3 MOSs throughout the course of his career, and he spent 10 years of his life. He would literally go, and in the National Guard, you can volunteer to go on a deployment with a different National Guard unit.
Yeah.
So he deployed 5 times in 10 years. He would literally deploy,
It's not bad.
rake up $50, $60, $70, $80,000 in pay, come back, party his dick off for a year, go on another deployment for a decade.
Yep.
This dude was an E7 when I was in. Like to this day, like by far the soldier
Don't
that had
do
the
that.
biggest
It's
impact
trash.
on me, like as a person. And we walked into his office. He was an E7. He was running shit. He was full-time. He was like full-time National Guard. It's so
AGR.
AGR. Yes, correct. Sorry. Very drunk. So we walked into his
Army
office.
Guard Reserve. You can be active duty guard. It's not.
Go drink
There's not
your
a
fucking
whole
drink.
lot of positions like that. And this one too.
But
Fuck you
that's
guys.
what he was.
I just
so
drank
he
a-
was in E7. He was and we were on guard weekend, and I walked into his office with like 4 other E4s. This guy was in we were still in digicams. He had his tan.
You being a bitch.
He had his tan T-shirt on.
Wait, save. You gotta wait till he's on camera.
No, you can talk because it's pushing on him. He's good.
He had his tan T-shirt on, and he had his fucking digicam bottoms on, and he had these pair of blue Crocs. I've never seen a pair of blue Crocs. They look like they got eaten like a fucking alligator. Like they were just destroyed. He was wearing these blue Crocs and he had his feet up on the desk. And there was this fucking private that I was with, and we walked in, and like I knew better than to fuck with it. I knew he'd been on fucking 6 deployments as infantry and a combat medic. And we walked in, and he's like, this E2, like, dope Crocs, Sergeant. This dude fucking took a sip out of his coffee mug, and he looked at him, and he's like, these fucking Crocs have been in more combat than you will ever be. And I was like, that's the coldest line I've ever heard in my entire life.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Dude, when you, man, all the stories.
I'm thinking, I know. I was like, with the second he said some of this shit like that, I was thinking about like war stories now. And I'm like
So when I got back from the military, this is during the surge. Real quick, because there was a reclass during this segment. So when I got back, they were like, okay, well, you're probably going to get called back. Like, let's not going to lie. You're probably going to get called back into
like stop loss. Or?
I got stop loss to go to Iraq.
Really?
Yeah. So my period.
What year?
My one buddy got super fucked for this.
Shit.
This is 2000. This is surge. This is 2007, 2006, 2007. This is a surge.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Shit's kicking off right now. So
people have no idea what that means right now. You may
No,
have
we
to,
didn't- okay,
You may have to
so-
explain that
Can
right
we-
now to
can
your
we stop?
audience.
Can we explain stop loss?
Yeah, go on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say
You do it.
You
You're the
have to
one.
explain that to your audience.
Okay, so there's. I love stop.
You're serving and you're about to either get out or you're about to go to a different duty station and you're not about to be involved in war anymore.
Like
You're in the clear. You just came back.
like years ago, you signed a contract with Uncle Sam, and you were like, I'm willing to do whatever the fuck you tell me for X amount of years. And you got to the end of X amount of years, and Uncle Sam said, fuck you, you're gonna do more. And if you don't, I will throw you in prison. That is stop loss.
Go. You're threatened at this point. Go ahead. Sorry, finish.
Okay, first off, mine was mid-tour and I got stop loss. Fine with that. Like, they were like, hey, your contract ends while you're overseas. You're fucking staying overseas. You
I'm
don't get out.
surprised they let you deploy.
Oh, this is the surge.
Yeah, this
my
is
buddy.
07, bro.
Still though.
No, they did not give a fuck at this time. You are going to war.
Oh,
You are going to. This is like you.
bro, that's hot.
Dude, okay, so my buddy, one of my buddies, 2 weeks to get out. And they're like, nope, fuck you. You're going 15 months to Iraq.
Oh my god. Oh, so you were in the time. People can't fathom, understand this. 15, 48, 15, correct me if I'm wrong, 48, 15, 12 were deployment timeframes.
There's 15 months was the big one. So you had 15 to 16 months if you were
Sorry,
Avon.
24.
No, 24 never existed. It was 15 was max. So they were like two over in a combat area.
I would say
15
I
mon-
know people who have extended, and I've seen it on paper, and they're 24
That's
months.
fuck that. Dude, I had people, I loved watching people when we landed in fucking Iraq and we're like, okay, we're good. They're like, okay, here is the fucking, your leave schedule when you get your 2 weeks off in Iraq. You only get 2 weeks off, by the way, in a 15 months. You get 2 week break. We had people fucking, they're like, you got lucky on your schedule. Mine was right at the 7 months. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. I'm fucking right in between. I had buddies. Okay, your 2 weeks off is in 1 month, and then you have to stay in Iraq for 14 fucking months. Bro, you don't even get used to war at that point. You're like, I gotta go home. Okay, now I have 14 months to get used to war, and you're like,
You change.
oh my fucking god.
That's where the mental issues fucking come into play.
No,
for shit
dude,
like
my
that,
buddy had
dude.
2 weeks. And they're like, nope, you're going for 15 months. You have to train up. So it's not 15 months. He had to do the train up, which was a 4-month train up, then 15 months, then 3 months ETS, and then get the fuck out. And I was like, bro, you were 2 weeks out and you got fucked by the government.
I feel like we have to still clarify some of this. So what he's saying is that he got orders to deploy for 15 months. So a year and 3 months.
His contract that he signed
Was in the government.
not contract. His deployment is 15 months.
No,
But
his
he's saying
previous
his
contract
contract
was up in 2 weeks. 2 months or 2 weeks?
He was about to
2
get
weeks.
out of the military.
He was
2
about to
weeks.
get out of the military in 14 days. And the military told him, fuck you. You're going to Iraq for 15 months.
1 year
or
and
else.
3 months. 1 year and 3. I feel like for some people who aren't military, we count shit by months.
I know.
Civilians count shit by years.
So when you say 1 year, people are like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then
one year
3
and
months.
3 months.
And then you're getting back, and it's 3 month minimum to get out. When you ETS, it is a 3 month minimum once you come back from
and
combat.
what is ETS though?
That's getting the fuck out. I forget what it means. ETS is getting the fuck out of your government contract.
Yes.
And I got so
For those of you that don't know, if you sign up in the military, period, it doesn't matter, guard, reserves, active duty, you are signing up for 8 years. And you're like, no, that's different. My son only signed up for 2 years. My daughter only signed up for 4 years.
Inactive.
You signed up for 8 years.
no matter what.
Period.
No matter
what. They have the right to recall you whenever the fuck they decide
Yeah.
because they decided it. Period. Or they will throw you in a cage and you can rot for
You will
that
go to
period of time.
Leavenworth.
Period.
Period.
And that's what's so like I got back, I got out, and then people were what'd I do? It was inactive reserve or whatever. And they're like, hey, your chance.
IR.
Yeah, they're like, chances are you're getting called back. And then my buddies start getting called back. And I was like, oh, fuck my life. So I did an MOS change. Most people don't know this. I did an MOS change during that. I was like, oh,
So, sorry,
what were your
what was
MOS?
your original MOS?
11 Bravo.
Okay.
a
Second.
What
smart
is
guy.
11 Bravo?
Infantry.
Infantry.
And what'd you reclass to?
And then I did a welder. I don't even remember what my fucking reclass
Really? Oh,
was.
you were a welder?
Dude, they did.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man's a fucking grunt. I don't care what his secondary MOS was. I've met him. I've drank with him.
I'm
He's
dumb.
he's a grunt.
Yeah.
I promise you.
retarded together.
I'm retarded. Long arm.
Capital
So, sorry, what year did you deploy?
2007 during the surge.
What did your kit look like at that point?
Fucking ACUs, bro. Though I came in.
Did you have a plate carrier at that point? Like that's right on the line.
There was no plate carrier. It was the ugly
IOTVs.
IOTVs.
Yeah, with the side plates,
Yeah.
the front, back, the heavies.
Damn.
The
I had
original trifold
BDUs though
IOTVs.
when I got into
you
the
had
military.
BDUs.
Going into the military, I was a
Goddamn, you had the
BDU boy.
Lord's
You
flannel.
went in BDUs.
I had to shine my boots. You guys don't know about shining boots.
Wait, you deployed to have.
You
I'm
had-
not-
no,
you
no,
had
no, no.
BDUs. No, you had Sandy's.
ACUs deploying. We had BDUs going into the military. Now,
Hold on, stop.
BDUs,
Hold
we
on.
had to shine
Stop.
those boots.
Stop. For those of you that don't know, BDUs is the like original forest camo where it's green, black, and lighter green.
Battle dress uniform.
Slight brown.
AKA the Lord's flannel. The best military
The
uniform
Lord's
ever.
flannel.
Okay.
Okay, unsubscribe.
Sorry.
Next month's merch is the Lord's flannel, and it is just a BDU shirt. Done and done. Thank you for that fucking merch.
You're welcome.
The Lord's
Now,
flannel.
what did you deploy with?
ACUs, not the
ACUs.
Lord's flannel.
ACUs is
Army
Army Combat
Combat-
Uniform, which is technically all uniforms. However,
You can fight on the moon in your
he's-
grandma's couch,
he's-
and it costs $1
he's
billion.
referring to Digicam, which is what you would look like if you were trying to blend in as a fucking Minecraft character.
Also known as UCP, which is Universal Camouflage
UCP,
Pattern.
Universal Camouflage.
So terrible.
I am actually actively working on a YouTube video trying to figure out who paid a congressman to get that camouflage
$1
approved.
billion.
Dude, it's
It makes
insane.
sense in Iraq. No one's going to
No, it
like the
doesn't.
fact that I'm saying this. It makes sense in Iraq if you were to do it yearly, 24/7. Dudes who are on their 15-month deployments, if you were to look at your uniform from the start in UCP, you sit there, you don't wash it, you don't clean it. How it used to be back in your time. Our day, when I deployed, we had washers and dryers. Your time, I'm trying to be as fair as possible here. digital. It wasn't the best option.
You will never
but
convince
it's
me.
okay.
Do you know why we loved ACUs? Do you know we loved
Can we
ACUs
stop?
first off?
See, this
No,
is-
hold on.
As
hold
three
on.
Army guys,
I love this because it is so different in genre. So I'm like,
can we give a shout
I have
out?
to be fair but stern with it. So that's why I'm like, it makes sense.
Can we give a shout out to the Navy that for a period of time issued blue, light blue, and white digicams to their military
to
so that
fight on
so
the
that-
ocean.
so that they blended in
the
with
water.
the water. That way, if
For
there
the
was
water.
if there
Shout
was
out to water.
if there was a man or woman overboard, there was zero fucking chance that you would find them.
How
Oh
else
my
you
god, I
gonna,
didn't even think of that. They're just like, fuck.
Where the fuck are they?
how else you gonna hide from the ocean, bro?
God damn it, they
Shit.
blend in well.
This is really good camo, guys.
What if the ocean joined ISIS? What you gonna do? You gonna have to hide from the ocean, bro. What are you gonna do?
Dude, when we got ACUs, I remember because the private started coming in with the ACUs, and then we got issued ACUs. I was like, man, this is fucking stupid. I put them on, and then I didn't have to polish my boots. I was like, wait, I don't have to flat iron this shit, and I don't have to fucking polish my boots. These are like PJs, and I fucking love it. We all wearing ACUs, and I'm like,
and they
hold
were
on,
fire
stop.
retardant compared to BDU was not as fire retardant
You
as
had to
ACU. correct?
polish your boots, and oh yeah, BDUs you did. You're like Gray Bush the Wise. Tell me more.
I know. I'm Madagascar, the brown.
Damn, bitch, you old.
Madagascar, the brown over here. You're like, it's not
Dude, when
whatever. I don't even care.
we can only do like 2+ hour podcasts, bro. And people are gonna be like, who knows what the fuck they're gonna talk about? It could be fucking, it could be Dragon Ball Z, it could be the war, it could be top secret classified information. We'll never fucking know.
Welcome to Return of the King. Continue.
Yeah.
But we were so fucking happy, and then we deployed. I was like, yo, this looks trash though. No joke. We can blend in with a fucking if we fighting on the moon and my grandma's couch. That's about it. Like walking around, we still look fucking stupid as shit, but we're comfortable. Thank you, not polishing boots.
Did you have M16 or M4?
An M4A2.
M4A2. Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not a Marine. Dude, going
Wait,
over
you
during.
guys had M4s?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had good gear.
You deployed in 07?
Yeah. Dude, but when I'd show up in the Marines, I'd be like, oh, they use an M16A4. It's fucking cheap.
Back from
Hey,
Nam,
dude,
bro.
Do you want
From
to feel
fucking
Do
Nam,
you want to
dude.
feel old? You want to know what I was doing in 2007?
You were in high school?
No, I was in middle school.
That's why I was like, you both were like beating Pokemon Blue.
2008
I was in
my
elementary
freshman year.
school in 2007. I was in elementary school. We talked about this on the last time.
I was in war.
Dude, I think last time I was
God
on UNSUB, it was
damn.
actually a year ago.
Yeah, it
I
would
think
have
it
been.
was
Oh my
October
god!
timeframe, actually.
No shit. Yes, it would have been. Yeah, November or whenever.
I think it was October timeframe.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
Dude, I was,
Super crazy, yo.
do you have any idea
And then
how
we'd be
much
kissing
money
every
the
day
U.S.
since?
government spends on the military?
dude, you get to watch him blow it. Now I loved. Man, oh man, I've so many like that. So the deployment, 15 months stop loss. I got stop loss over there. My buddy got stop loss beforehand. We got to watch that fuckery show, and then going overseas, and you're like, hey,
sorry. Just to clarify, did you only deploy to Iraq, or did you go to Iraq, Afghanistan?
just Iraq.
Just
And then
Iraq.
it was we were we were in the Baghdad, which was Muqtadiya. I want to say that was Muqtadiya, right? No, East Rashid, because we had the Four Corners. Then we went to Muqtadiya and the Diyala River province. So it was like these bad areas each time. They're like, okay, tip of the spear. And I remember going to Diyala River province with Muqtadiya and all that shit, which was near the border. And they're like, okay, rules of engagement are switching. So if they look super shady, you're clear to
You just
engage.
kill
I was
them.
like,
They die.
And
Is
I
it
was like-
Rashid where all the SEAL teams were?
well, driving up there, I didn't get. I was like, man, we're
No, not Ramadi, because Ramadi is obviously a
ISIS
well-known place,
started-
but
our-
Rashid is another whole nother spot.
ISIS started. That's ISIS breeding ground was there. We found one of the first ISIS kill houses. This is 2008.
Okay, so
we
that makes
found a
sense
fucking
then,
ISIS
yes.
kill houses before ISIS like was a thing. We found the first kill house there, and we didn't know what it was. We're like,
Them motherfuckers be
What?
dead.
Yeah, they're whatever. But then fast forward, we're like, oh, ISIS in like
2014.
Yeah. And I was like, oh. And then we were like, hey, I know those guys. What? Dude, that entire journey on my military thing, because it was tip of the spear, tip of the spear, tip of the spear. We were always like, you're going in first, but do it.
Big ass dick,
Right.
bro.
Driving up to Moctadilla was the first time I was like, we were driving up, looking around. I was like, why has the rules of engagement changed? Not so much. And
So,
then
like,
seeing the moon
Sorry,
pop.
can we talk about rules of engagement real quick? For those of you that don't understand, like, what were your rules of engagement when you first went?
So Baghdad, Easter Sheep, Four Corners, everything. That was more on if they're first it was if they're aiming at you, you cannot engage. It was they have to shoot at you to engage. That shifted to
That was in that was your first ROE.
yeah. Because we didn't know we were in a super bad area until like all the bad shit. And they're like, never mind, fucking that switches really quick.
So just to clarify, if you're listening, Mr. Eli Doubletap here was not allowed to fire at you unless you fired at him first, correct?
Yep, 100%. So really cool.
Yeah.
You're like, so,
Well,
and that's
no,
how,
so like it bothers me because like I do military content, obviously.
Yeah.
And it bothers me that anytime I like my whole mission is to like try to make people feel good about the service that they did or try to teach history or whatever the case is. And like the amount of people that are like, well, you lost in blah, 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 blah. And it's like, bro, like I got a buddy that did 20 years in guard, did 3 tours, 1 in Afghanistan, 2 in Iraq. He was a fucking truck driver the entire time. And he had a 50 caliber machine gun mounted on his gun truck. And he also had an M4 and or a 249 saw. And he was not allowed to shoot at you with the 50 caliber unless you were in a vehicle driving towards him.
Yep.
You could shoot
What?
you could shoot
Oh
at
no, dude!
him.
I've shot at people with the fucking 50.
No, but
so
this is your ROE.
His rules of engagement were
Nope, I sent it.
you were
I literally have it on camera, bro.
War crimes.
just to be clear,
War crimes, baby.
war crimes. Well, not really war crimes, but still
It's-
get you sent
it
to Leavenworth
depends.
or get you in trouble. But like my friend, 3 tours, 1 in Iraq, 2 in Afghanistan. He was in a 50 caliber turret. He also had either a 249 or an M4. If he was getting fired upon by a AK-47, he was required to return fire with his M4 or his 249. He was not allowed to return fire with the 50 cal because that was an unfair advantage due to the rules of engagement at the time, which is the most absurd shit I have ever heard in my entire
That
life.
is platoon based.
No, that
I
is
have
that-
to. No.
no.
Fired
No.
upon is one thing. Yes, 100% track. Now, when you're incorporating caliber of the weapon system, that is platoon based because I found that out based off of my platoon leader, and that's why I engaged with calibers I did because my platoon leader was like, "Listen, this is how it works." Because I was young.
Can we?
And-
Sorry, stop. You were intel, correct?
No, this is when I was infantry.
Okay.
This is when I was in 11B, and we're downrange, and they're like, "Listen, you are competent with the 50. Everyone here is literally fucking stupid. We don't know why you're literally the youngest guy here. You know how to put together. You actually understand headspace and timing. You know how to put the weapon into function. If it malfunctions, you know how to actually disassemble, reassemble, put together. Worst case scenario." I'm like, "Roger, I can do that." And they're like, "Listen, ROE is actually, it's weird. I feel like ROE actually was changing every year or every
Rules
2
of
years.
engagement.
Yes, rules of engagement were changing every year, every other year, depending on where you were deploying to and dependent on, if you're working with soft elements, which is actually a very heavy thing. If you were actually an asset or if you were just attached to, which are 2 completely different things. So that would mean if you were working as let's say if you were a sniper team, attached to a special forces component, that would mean you were technically working as a special operations component. But if you're just attached and you're working with a special forces group, you're not special forces, you're not special operations, you're just assisting. You're an asset. So that means you have to be careful with who the fuck you're shooting, when the fuck you're shooting. People don't understand that. And I'm like, you really need to break it down. Because Soft has the actual ability to shoot and figure it the fuck out later. If you're not Soft, bro, you play the game.
If you want a good story, this is a military story, right?
Send it. Dude, send it. Send it. No, send
I was
it.
just going to say your video about when the special forces was like, hey, regular army suck.
yeah, that dude.
Funniest video I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Dude, they were like,
but it's so true. Like,
it's so true. That was the first time I ever worked with. That was when I was working with. Yeah, that was working with, when I was working with. Seven 222, 7th Special Forces group, and they were like, "Hey, regular army," because I was just.
they don't give a fuck.
God damn it, bro!
Regular army guy.
A regular army saw gunner. Do you have any water? A regular army saw.
I love it.
Dude, they're literally just prone like this with their behind the rifles. They're like, hey, hey, regular army saw gunner. Hey, regular army saw gunner. His buddy on the other side's like. He's like, y'all got water? Dude, I'm like, yo, dude, I was fucking dying. Like everyone else was like today now and age, offended, bro. Offended as fuck. I was dying laughing on the inside, bro. Private Ortiz was dying laughing. I was like, they got us. They got us, bro. Because I recognize my place. Like, you know, it is what it is. These dudes are wearing fucking jeans and fucking polo t-shirts. I'm out here sweating my dick off. And these motherfuckers out here, hey, regular army bitch. Hey, yo. Give me water, ho.
I love it so much.
Dude, just curtsy, just, yes, sire. As you please. I shall get the water.
Dude, they don't fucking. Oh, I love it so
It was fucking,
dude, when we, oh my God.
man.
Because I don't know if I've ever told my fucking, we worked with, I did shit with SAS and then Green Berets, and then some Little Bird people. But it was showing up to, first off, fucking the SAS dudes. I remember meeting them overseas for the first time. And I'm like, why the fuck are these kids and these guns around? These are all suppressed and fucking gangster. Then I'm like walking around doing shit. I'm like walking up to the tent and they're like, hey, what's up, mate? And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Because this dude has a beard.
SAS for the people, though.
It's the British Special Forces Unit. They are fucking
Special Air Services. That's like running into SEAL Team 6.
Yeah, they're like they're special dudes.
It's the SBS also.
But they're
SBS is like running into regular Navy SEALs. SAS is like running into SEAL Team 6.
SBS is the most underrated SF unit.
No, Dave, put it in the comments right now, bro. That's a lie.
I'm telling you right now.
SBS, regular SEAL Team shit.
Every British person, when I'm like, bro, SBS is dope as fuck, they're like, oh my God, an American that knows about SBS.
SBS literally just got pulled because of where they were at with their specific unit and just got pulled together.
What does SBS stand for?
You don't fucking know. You'd have to ask real SBS people who I've worked with before. And they're just like, we just got pulled in and lucky.
It stands for Special Boat Service. And American
they don't
Special
all drive
Forces,
boats.
American Special Forces trust them more all the time.
Dude, okay, first off, let me just clear the air. Okay, work with SAS, really gangster dudes. Didn't even know this is 2007, and they were like, yeah, we got these fucking tracker things. We gotta go take these fucking cunts out. And I was like, that sounds dope. I don't know what. And they're like, you want to drink beers on a tent? I was like, these guys are fucking dope as shit.
I'm going to tell you a story.
Down to earth guys.
It is SAS and SBS both are British.
Yes.
Correct. This is a country literally the size of fucking Michigan that almost took over the entire planet because they wanted to trade spices. And now they have bland food anyways. Okay? These guys are gangster as fuck.
Bro, be careful of the line you're walking,
These
buddy.
guys are on a gangster level that you can't even comprehend.
Dude, Christian Craighead, one of my favorite humans.
Dude,
Super
that
gangster.
guy is a badass.
maybe the most gangster.
Dude, he was the
of
first
all
guy.
time.
I remember when me and Matt were talking, he was like, yeah, when I got my first disc kill. And I was like, you got a disc kill, bro?
He's like, yeah, I was
first
looking
word-
at him, mate, and he just
The first.
I know. I was like, both me and Matt were like, you got a
If you don't know,
disc?
Dishka is like the Russian knockoff of a 50 cal.
yes.
Yeah. Dude, I love Christian. He's such a gangster dude. But
I
like
wanna meet
working,
him.
okay, so SAS, overseas, working with them, watching them, like, and then they get a drink, and I'm like a young fucking dude. I'm like, well, you can drink over here? You have beers? And like, yeah. And I was like,
They're like, yeah, we can drink at 16.
I was like, well, you can drink over in Iraq? This is what? And then we were running missions with Green Berets. That's when I found out rules of engagement completely changed because it
Totally
was
different.
totally different. Because it was like one of the Green Beret dudes got shot, and he got shot through. He got a fucking side plate, went through both lungs. And then he dropped. They went in. It was a doctor and the bad guys in the compound. And I just remember it was like, blah, 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 blah. We were out of court on pulling security while they ran the mission. I was like, okay, ain't no bad guys out here. There's a lot of gunfire for in that house. A lot of gunfire. Okay, the house is
They
now.
still shooting.
They still shooting. That's weird. Okay, well, the house is on fire. Okay, they'll put that out. And then I just watched some exfil. Okay, they're not putting that fire out. Okay, they're getting in the vehicles. Okay.
And they're leaving.
We have, there's a fire. Yeah, fuck them. They can put it out. Okay, that's the new rule. We're not going to question that. The fire will put us out.
The fire will put itself
I was like, and I was
out.
just like, man, what the fuck? Why was there so much gunshot? We shot everyone multiple times because they shot our guy multiple times. I was like, that makes sense in my head. Okay, that's a gangster call. I will not fuck
Bro.
with these dudes.
The SAS, and then correct me if I'm wrong, working with Brits as well in general, I've never seen hazing to that caliber when hanging out, talking, operating with those gangs.
100%.
Hazing, okay.
I'm
I have, here, hold on.
Can I or do you want to go first?
I've actually seen another man have to eat human shit due to hazing. No. I'm being dead ass serious. Another man, a leadership, a superior took a shit and they said, hey, you're going to eat that. The individual in this soft component grabbed it, picked it up, and ate it and laughed, chewed it, took another bite, spit it at the group of other dudes, and they were laughing. No disgust. They were not insulted. They were not upset. Human shit. A human shit.
Bro, so like
Two
I've
seals,
never-
one cup, I'm
I've
good.
never
First
experienced
of all,
anything like that in my life.
nowhere near that degree. As a fucking National Guard fucking nerd, I cross-trained with a bunch of British guys at an annual training one time. And we went through, I was a medic. I was attached to infantry.
Oh, God.
And we went through and we talked about and we trained how you evaluate a dead body that you come across. Basically, like how you verify that they're dead. How you
Muzzle check. Ours is this muzzle check eyeballs. They didn't flinch. Okay, we're
kick in the
good.
nuts.
Next one.
Kick in the
One.
nuts.
how you verify that they're dead, and then how you like search their body to make sure, basically like how you land on them and you roll over to make sure.
Yeah, the clear
didn't-
grenade,
They didn't
blah, blah,
booby
blah.
trap their body with their grenade, correct? So we were with this British dude.
I love
Like
you.
I will never.
Your statements is so like.
I will never forget it in my entire fucking life. Like we went through how American infantry would do it, and I'm just watching. I'm the medic. I'm there basically like answering questions from the infantry because they're all like, "Hey doc, can I eat this plant?" I was like, "I don't know, fucking try it." I only got 2 EpiPens though, so only one of you try. Like that's my whole job. These guys are like, so they go through, they do it, and then they ask this British infantry guy to do it, and he's like, "Okay," so I walk up, I give him the good news. He kicks this fucking E3 directly in the fucking nutsack as hard as he can.
Yeah, that's what you
Like-
did. I just said
like-
that to you.
like
I was like,
he's-
kick him in the nuts.
Like he's trying to hit a 60-yard fucking field goal. This E3 goes, and then he literally, as soon as that guy's breath leaves his body, he fucking body slams this fucking guy.
yeah.
directly on his back. And this
So he
fucking-
doesn't come off the grenade. That's the
right,
concept.
correct. So he doesn't come off the grenade, correct. He's belly down, and this guy body flops onto him. This guy had baby powder in one of his double mag pouches on his IOTV or his body armor, whichever one he had at the time. The fucking baby powder exploded and just covered his face. And then he rolls and exposes the grenade. And this E3 is just fucking crying in pain because his testicles are in his throat and he's got baby powder all over his face. Look, of all the militaries on the planet, I have the most respect for the British military.
Dude, I agree with you.
For sure.
Wait, okay. First off, did any of you do training did you do cadet training?
No.
No.
Oh, you missed out. So,
No.
this is my favorite story time.
Go,
This is my favorite story time. So, cadet training. And then we had the British cadets coming in. So, the British officers, American officers training at Fort Lewis.
Oh, they
So this
they
is a
shit
2-week.
all over the American officers.
Yes, they do. They're like a British
They're
fucking
different, man. They're fucking built different.
And the females, super fucking attractive. We didn't know that. Like coming in, it was like we had
They are harsh, bro.
dude, attractive female British shoulders.
harsh.
I've never seen
Patting us. Fuck! Dude, they would pat us down. He's going hard. Time for a shot.
Bro, they are, bro.
Dude, these girls so fucking attractive. And then it was so weird because they were flirty too. And I was like, what the fuck? But they would like, when they were searching my body, they're like,
How do you feel about the metric system?
and they were like grabbing. I was like, what the fuck?
They go in. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and they
They
would
don't
just
give a
make
fuck.
jokes about it. I was like, what the fuck? Now, with the American soldiers, oh, dude, we have a good time because I had a ambush area, so they had to set up an ambush and then fucking attack it. So we had a fortified fighting position in woods, and they had to set up an ambush and then assault it. So fucking here's the main, and we have the flanking unit, start shooting, cross objective, blah, 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 blah. Now, our cadets were fucking American cadets are some of the dumbest people you ever meet. They're becoming officers.
It's because they're
Science.
kids. They're kids. They've not graduated high school, to be
American cadets, have not graduated high school.
These are no
Or
cadets.
college, sorry.
College. These are college
Sorry.
kids. These are cadets in the These are going to
fair. Collegiate level.
Yeah, and we are fucking because the first sergeants and the not the majors but the next step down, they are like fuck with,
Cadets aren't shit.
no. Oh, and then when their first sergeants like fuck with the cadets, I was like, it's me and Ross. We can do this all day. So I'd be like, okay, it's a fortified fighting position. Ross, just fucking
have a funny
shoot some
story
blanks
about
off.
that.
So he'd be like, pow, 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 pow. And they'd be like, oh my God, we got to fucking take cover. Okay, assaulting objective. We got to go for it. And I knew where they would go. So I just wait behind a tree. I'd go. And then they'd start assaulting the objective this way. And I walk up behind one of the cadets and I point a gun. I was like, hey, flagging, safety, danger close. Put the gun to his head. And he'd be like, I was like, you're surrendering right now. You're my hostage. And he's like, okay. So then I'd have a hostage. I walk up, pop rounds off, watch all the cadets turn, start shooting their buddy. And then the first sergeant's like, y'all fucking failed, you idiots. Why'd you engage your own friend? There was a fucking enemy that took him hostage. I'm like,
If you don't know, a cadet is an officer in training.
oh, they're
They're
most
technically,
cadidiots.
they're not even in the military.
They're literally
They
college
don't-
students.
I had a cadet. This is actually a funny story.
cadidiots.
Cadidiots. I had a
what we
cadet
call 'em.
who was these cadets technically these cadets intern with active duty military, okay, all the time. So
Yep.
we had the full circle cadets. If you've ever seen like the icons for them like being in the military,
Oh yeah,
a full circle cadet. They're working in the company, whatever, blah 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 blah, and I forget exactly how this came about. I'm in the arms room. I check everything out. I'm like, hey, my dude's got new suppressors. We got to make sure we get new rings on the muzzle brakes, or else it's not going to work properly. Filtering gas, the suppressor's going to pop off. Whatever.
Yep.
I come off out of the arms room. I go and see this cadet there. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And I go start talking to this squad leader from another platoon, and based off of the conversation we're having, this cadet acts like they know what the fuck's going on. Like they're running this platoon.
Of course, the cadet.
And I look at them and I'm like, I don't say anything because I do understand my place. Like I'm just a regular E5. I'm a sergeant at this point. I'm talking to the staff sergeant. And I'm just like, I continue this conversation. I leave. The cadet gets up, walks out. And this is when I'm the squad leader for the reconnaissance platoon or the sniper. Reconnaissance platoon. So my boys are always with me. They never leave me because I had a really tight squad at the time. And this cadet gets out and he's like, listen, man, make sure when you're talking to that squad leader, you know, you're always going to the position of
parade rest.
You're going to parade rest. And I was like, he called Eddie's the second I went into the room because, you know, I understand I need to do that. And I'm not going to argue with this civilian. If
At that point, you're
a cadet, you're a fucking civilian.
You're not a butter bar yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to even get mad at you. I'm going to be like, you know, I understand that. They're like, well, listen, if you knew the respect, you'd also know that I'm a future officer. The second he said future officer, one of the sniper dudes in my platoon literally hit him in the face. And he's like, you will talk to my NCO with respect. He's like, you fucking civilian pussy. He's like, do not talk to him. He's like, if you want to go into the office and talk to Sergeant Ortiz, you do it at the position of parade rest. He's like, you know what? Fuck that. You do it at the position of attention. I just walked away.
Yeah, PP check.
I let my squad was very squared away. I'm fully competent in their capabilities as future leaders and soldiers at the time. And I walked away, went to my office. That cadet did not come into my office. All I heard from the commander, which is actually the captain of the company, when he said, did you guys hit one of the cadets? And I was like, he did, sir. And he's like, dude, that boy was scared. Never heard anything more than that actual comment from the fucking commander.
He was like super sketched out.
Because I guess the XO, who was like the lieutenant of the company, if I was to break it down for people who don't understand, the lieutenant of the company, he said he saw my soldier hit them. I went and backed my soldier. I was like, no. Like my soldier's backing me up. He's installing discipline, but also, you know, my soldier shouldn't have done. He's like, the commander was just like, hey, listen, we're not even going to divulge into this conversation. He's like, we're not talking about this anymore. I'm just going to let you know it's very funny that that cadet was scared. God, and I was like, man, I have a great fucking squad.
God, but
cadets are civilians. You're civilians. I'm sorry.
I have like so many stories that can blow, especially you guys are military guys.
And
I can blow your minds with my stories. And that's what I love most is because I have, here, have you ever had a lieutenant colonel quit during a deployment?
I was
no one had one.
Time out. I was literally going to say all I was going to add to this conversation was,
how do you quit a rank?
If you deployed between 03 and 010, I believe you. That was all I was going to say.
Dude, having a lieutenant colonel quit.
I would love to know about that story.
My battalion commander quit during deployment 4 months in.
What happened, bro? You have to talk about that. That's not a big thing. That doesn't happen.
I have very important questions. Did he give a 2 weeks notice?
I know he slid over there.
The little piece of paper, he's like on a sticky note. He's like, I can't do this,
dude. Well, and everyone else enlisted. We're like, wait, we can just quit. At that time, I was like, that sounds like really a dope idea.
That's not a thing.
Yeah, I was like, wait, we can just quit. That's really dope. Can I put that in? Because I'll go home right now. Like,
no.
Wait, how do I command?
What's
but you can't
the
quit.
name? We'll call him.
I told you specifically on the first time I did this podcast. Why did you enlist in the military?
Because Metal Gear Solid.
Poverty, mostly.
And poverty. Metal Gear Solid and poverty, very strong running.
Peasants aren't allowed to quit.
A ghost voice in my head.
A ghost voice.
An actual ghost voice in my head. An actual ghost voice in my head.
Dude, Metal Gear Solid. Now, Lieutenant Colonel Kryku, that's close enough. I just rhymed his name. I don't want to get in trouble because he wrote a book after getting out naturally because that's what you do when you quit the military during war.
What was his book on?
I fucking quit in the war. I don't know.
You wrote a book?
Dude, I have so many good stories about book. Dude, I have.
Is it on Amazon? I'm not trying to brag, 100%. But I'm like,
don't plug his fucking book. Fuck this guy.
I'm 100%.
What happened? Stop. What happened?
I'm the guy that Eli brings on when he wants to talk shit about somebody. This is 100% true.
Dude, so
I get results.
Lieutenant, I haven't told you. Oh my God. I always forget, like, I never tell war stories because one of the things, like, or the fucked up after part. So, Lieutenant Colonel Kryku, he quit like 4 months in the deployment because everything's going to shit. And it was just because we were in a bad fucking sector. It wasn't his fault, but he was like, I'm not leaving soldiers, right? And I have to go home.
What?
So he flew home and quit the military. And I was like, what the fuck? We can just quit. And then I love it because Sergeant Major called if you wanted to quit. He was like, don't pull a fucking Kryku. Like literally after that, he would use the lieutenant colonel's name as a verb to not pull in combat. He's like, don't be a fucking Kryku. If you're a Kryku, you're a fucking quitter. We fucking hate you if you do that. I was like,
wait, where were you at the time? I'm very curious.
This was Rashid and Moqtadi. These are
Okay,
all...
so that's where I was mentioning the SEAL teams and stuff where they were like, so these don't know, this is an active point in time. This is an active point in time that a lot of people don't know about, where shit is very operational, shit is very active.
Yeah, we had like 16 KI, 48 Purple Hearts, and then we've had like 24 suicides. Stop that, guys, please. That's way too many. This is my battalion by itself. Not a good like they were like, here you go, fucking tip of the spear. And but when we bad leadership, all this stuff, he quit. We got a new one, fucking way more gangster. And then all the ROE changes, like, depending, because we were like, where are we doing? What are we doing? Like, this is a bad area. You just got to do this. Then when we get back, another story. I am getting ready for a Spec Miata race in Portland, Oregon. I can remember this is my favorite memory. I was about to do a SCCA national race for a Spec Miata. Like, I walk into the gas station and I'm like, time to get a fucking Red Bull or something, an energy drink. I'm like, I'm fucking thirsty. News is playing on the fucking on the TV at the gas station. I'm like, doo-doo-doo. And they're like, Lieutenant Wynn has been charged with embezzling money during. I was like, that's hilarious. Military, so stupid. Cleaning. He embezzled fucking $4 million on his Iraq deployment. What kind of lieutenant? Oh my God, I know that guy. And I was like, Lieutenant Wynn, what the fuck? It was the XO of not ACO, but not ACO BCO. What's the HHC? It was the fucking XO of HHC
Headquarters.
He stole fucking $4 million that he was supposed to give to Iraq. He was supposed to give that money to Iraqis. Took it home, bought a Humvee, like a Porsche, a giant mansion. And the IRS is like,
you have to break down how money worked during your time. You have to break that down.
I have a question. How,
wait, one second. For those of you who don't know how money worked during your time, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is when the agency was running things very effectively and things were going smooth. And there was abundance of financing during the war.
We gave it away for everything we fucked up.
Physical cash, bricks of money.
Yeah.
Bricks of money.
I was just going to ask if you've seen the movie War Dogs where they show up in Iraq.
That's a perfect
and
example.
And there's literally a warehouse
example
where dudes have fucking pallets of cash. How close is that to reality?
That's how it goes.
100%.
You're like, what the fuck? And then I was like, because I didn't realize until I looked, I was like, homeboy got how much or what? And I'm sitting there like with my Red Bull and my morning energy bar, like just watching the news at a gas station, ready to go to race. I was like,
you can pocket money if you have fake tickets to do receipts for money and finances in the military. Would you guys believe me if I told you that's still a thing? We sell warehouses full of money. Because CI, when I was running sources, so when I was a counterintelligence agent and I was running sources, I've only ever run enough of sources, not a lot. I've run a few sources. I've done my few field trips, so very, very, very short deployments. Running sources. Frizzle. Yeah.
On those field trips.
And this is when if
on the magic school bus.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how I'm able to word this. So if you guys have ever,
it's like,
yeah, I was like, I don't want to go to jail. If you actually run really good sources, people who have intelligence on terrorist cells or like information that provides actionable intelligence for operations to be conducted, CIA usually comes and just takes that over. And what they do is they just fund money. So what you'll do is you get these tickets and you can go to these warehouses, and literally I would just walk around with these bags of, started with tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to a couple $1 million. And I remember one time we were driving around, we actually hit a person, and I just remember seeing someone from the agency, the Central Intelligence Agency. So, someone from the Central Intelligence Agency kicked open the door because they actually hit a pedestrian.
It's like 10 grand if you do an innocent civilian. It's like 10 to
pop
50
open
grand.
that door, barrel comes out, dude. Literally, gentle bag of money placed. Convoy continues on, bro.
Yep.
So that bag of money shit is still a thing. Is probably one of the most craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, I got
corruption could not be more true.
Dude, I remember my favorite story is when we got back. It was when the ammo depots dropped off ammo, guns, rockets to us for fights. They were just like chuck this shit out there, like, okay, you're loaded back up and drive off. We lived out in Cobbs and sectors that we were in battle. People don't understand. Like, my ass was in a firefight every day for the first 60 days. Like, there was a gunfight every day.
What was
That's
the average engagement length, roughly?
So again, that varied. I remember my first time fucking like, okay, first fucking first patrol. We drive out. The fucking striker's getting shot by bullets. I was like, oh, this is my life. I was like, mission 1, got it. And it's like dismount left. And I was like, whoa! Like run. I was like, tank. I was like, oh man, this is my life now. And then it was every day. And it fucking anyone from Bico, fucking, you guys fucking know. It was every day was that. It was second mission we went on. That was when Gaudier Ham died. I got shot in the leg. We had a fucking 8-hour sustained gun battle. We got RPG shot at us. And then we had the fight across, I think, Senators. Guys, call that out. And then that was battle 2. That was like that was mission 2. And we're like, oh, here we go.
That's crazy.
Kadoka got
What caliber did you get hit in the leg with?
A fucking Ricochet AK off the wall. Kadoka got shot in the fucking dome, sitting on us. We were on our fucking cob. I love the story because it was on the cob. Kadoka's up on the cob. Shout out to Kadoka. He's like, what's up? Boom! Just fucking drops. Homeboy, you think homeboy's dead? He sits back up. He's like, whoop. He's like, I just got shot in the fucking head.
Full on Undertaker?
Dude, he was like, whoop. I just got shot in the fucking head. We're like, what the fuck? Pulls his helmet off, fucking bullet entry, bullet exit. It rides the rim of the fucking helmet.
Oh, it rode.
And punched out. So, and he got to keep the fucking helmet. What?
For those of you who don't know, the reason, so we have to explain that because people are not going to explain that concept.
That's really rare.
Because they're thinking of a helmet like
That's
this.
really rare.
For those of you who don't understand,
Holy fuck.
is the reason soldiers don't climb on walls when you're walking is because bullets, because of the way they're
rifled,
they spin this way, right? So you don't climb on the wall, or you're not hugged up against the wall or touching the wall, because rounds can travel up walls. If they connect, they can travel up the wall. So therefore, you keep space off. So this rifle, this round, once it spent out, hit the helmet, and it literally was spinning, and it was riding his helmet. And then it went out.
Exited out.
So that's why you don't travel it, because rounds are basically walking because they're spinning on your helmet, and then they come
Do you
out.
have any cuts on his head?
No, it literally stayed in the
Lucky
Kevlar.
son of a
It
bitch.
went in
his
one
fucking
side.
head.
So, and any of the guys can vouch for this. Fucking hit right on the entry point of the goggles on this side, rode the ridge, and exited on the goggles on the left side because it was fucking
Holy
in,
my
out,
God.
boom, out. And then that's when I realized I went to the wrong aid station because I got shot in the leg, had a fucking mammoth bruise. Fucked up. Didn't get a day off. Kadoka got 3 days off, and I was like, I went to the wrong aid station.
You're like,
Because I was on a
Damn.
mission the next day. And I remember, dude, I remember that mission like so vividly because we got in the strikers. They're like, we just lost 2 of our buddies. It was all this. And then the next day, they're like, hey, you got a mission. Sorry, we were thinking you got downtime. Nope, sorry. So I was like, fuck, go in the striker, sit down. Ennis goes to climb over me. He puts his hand to step over me. I feel my bruise where my bullet shot was. I was like, ah.
So
leg.
sorry, was it like just a fucking through and through, or what the fuck?
No,
was
it fucking, because the ricochet slowed it down enough, it just barely entered
penetrate.
and
just
fucking stopped.
like a fucking super leg kick.
Ooh, I can actually show you. Right there. Barely tell anymore. How it's. That's it. That's all that's left from that. That's literally
So
it.
a round just ricocheted and then bitch slapped you in
And
the thigh.
barely stopped inside me because I was like, ah, like I remember engaging, felt warm, looked down, seen blood and a hole.
Fuck.
And I was like, ah, because my brain thought was like, I'm bleeding out right now. This is my biggest fear is bleeding
Tourniquet.
out. Yeah, I was like, already applying it. But I looked down, I was like, ah. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh, good. We pulled back. We got, and I can remember that day like to a T. I was like, oh, okay, we're good. Okay, sweet. And everyone was like, Purple Heart. And we're like high-fiving, laughing about
Holy
it.
fuck.
And then fucking all that. The next day, we're going out on a mission. Literally, we're going on a mission the next fucking day. And Ennis goes to climb over me on the striker, pushes. I was like, ah. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. My leg is fucking bruised. Like a giant fucking bruise. He climbs over, we get in, we go, we're running a mission on that fucking next house. And I remember, I just hear fucking machine gun going off as I'm like moving up to the house. I was like, what? I dip sideways. And they're like, sorry, breaching house. I was like, what the fuck? Why are you using the saw? I forget. I think it was Kadoka actually. He was like, oh, that's all we
crazy,
have.
dude.
So I was like, ah. I thought we were getting engaged from the house. I was like, holy fuck. I thought I
feel
was
like
getting
this has to
shot
be
again.
stated about your time in the military because people will not understand this. And I feel like it has to be stated now before it's lost in time. Back when you were deployed in your time in the military, you guys were working at a soft capacity. So special operations capacity. You guys back in your time are seeing more activity, more firefights, more everything than
Dude,
it would be unfair. Maybe
98%.
50% of special operations now.
So what was crazy is what we found out afterwards is like however much percentage makes up the infantry of the military, then only 3% of that actually sees real combat.
It's less than that now.
Yeah, and you're like, what the fuck?
It is 1% of the 1%. And
that-
there's the 1% inside of that, which is soft, and the 1%
So-
outside of that, which is tier 1.
So the stat is 1% of people in the United States will join the military.
1%.
Of that 1%, that is every job in the military.
Every job.
Of that 1%, there is 1% that will have a combat MOS. And that's what he did.
And then inside of that, there's
3%.
3% that will be soft, right? And then inside of that soft component, there's 3% that will be part of the 1% that is tier 1. So
And those guys are
Delta, SEAL Team 6,
So you're looking at-
DevGru.
yeah, the
0.0001%.
yeah, those are the
And that was the
low lows, guys.
capacity you were working at that time. And I think a lot of people don't recognize and or appreciate you to that.
Well, we did.
level.
Dude, what I loved is not knowing, because I never fucking, these guys will tell you, I'll never tell war stories. It was my buddies when we were coming back and they started getting it, because I was big on therapy. I was like, you got to do therapy. You'll fucking help with PTSD. And then watching them and then them calling, it's like, bro, what the fuck are these group? There was I don't do that because I fucking hated him. And they're like, yeah, none of these bitches been in like gunfights. And I was like, wait, what? He was like, no one believes all the gunfights I've been in. I was like, that was our day to day. What? And he's like, yeah, like no one thinks that we were in these many gunfights. I was like, yeah, buddy, you have to understand, like what you experience is a very rare thing. Calling for fire, fucking watch J-Dams get it dropped live. Like these didn't happen for like,
It's like a movie, dude, for a lot of people.
yeah, I remember calling J-Dams and I told that. We were all out our strikers like this, like they're like, don't watch the explosion. 100%.
Yeah, it's just like,
100%. No, go
when is
watch
it gonna
the
blow
job.
up?
We're blowing up a fucking road. If you don't think I'm watching this, you're fucking stupid. And all of us are like,
I want my eyes to burn.
boo. Like, dude.
The yells of war when that ordinance goes off, you're just like, oh, bro.
And then fucking, oh my God. Dude, I forget. I won't say his name. Sorry, a word I'm not going to say is one of my favorite. I have so many good stories. We hated this sergeant with a fucking passion. And he went to shotgun breach a door. He was like, I need to get in this fucking house. Not my squad. This is a completely different squad. And he goes like, boom, shotguns at a distance. One of the BBs reflects, hits him in the leg. Man.
Whatever.
He's like, drops to the ground.
Stop.
And the sergeant hated. And he's like, the doc was like, why? He's like, that's a fucking shot.
Wait.
No, he was like, save the morphine, doc. And the doc was like, yeah, I'm not giving you morphine. It's fucking shotgun BB. Like one of them in your leg. You did that to yourself. He's like, am I gonna
make it?
Yeah, it's like, am I gonna make it, doc? And he's like, yeah, it's literally like one BB in your thigh that barely went in.
He was hunting for a Purple Heart, dude.
Dude, 100%.
Did he
God.
get it?
Do you know the stat on Purple Hearts?
What is it?
I'm really sorry for this.
Oh, please go
I'm
on, because I
interrupting.
have really gangster parking now from it.
I don't know if I want.
Dude,
Word is here,
my parking.
So no, the stat is every Purple Heart that has been given out post World War II was made during World War II.
This is actually a true stat.
Because of the anticipated American casualties of invading Japan had we not dropped a
2
nuclear
bombs.
bomb.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah.
Dude.
What were those bombs
Crazy
called?
fucking
Oh
story.
my gosh.
Fat Man and Little Boy.
Yeah. Dude.
And
now
what
where
was
were
the
they
place?
dropped?
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Boy. Arigato
You're
gozaimasu.
not going to
Hey.
get me wrong on this.
No. Well, I was going to say, how do you guys feel? I recently have had a big awakening with those because
Nuclear bombs or Japan?
just the United States as a whole and those particular points in time. How do you feel about that? Do you
Is
think it
it
was
right?
necessary?
Give me more
100%.
context.
If you were President Truman right now, during that point in time after Pearl Harbor, would you have sent that declaration to them and said, you guys need to surrender right now or there will be imminent, and I'm not quoting these words, not quoting, but it's like there will be immediate destruction and like fucking blah, blah, blah.
To be fair, that's not what happened.
We definitely dropped nuclear
No,
warheads
we
on
did.
their ass.
But
I will say, you
President-
know what's worse? But the fire bombs did way more killing than the nukes.
that is also true. The firebombs did do more casualties than the nukes. However, President Truman did not sign off on either of the nukes.
Who did?
President Truman gave authorization, if necessary, to use them, and they used them.
It's the same
And then
shit.
he was like, "Bro, chill." And then they used him again, and he's like, "You motherfuckers need to stop." Like
Hey,
literally,
it's the same
militarily-
shit.
I
You sign
agree.
the paper, you give the authorization.
So this is super interesting, and this is actually why I want to start my own podcast, because I teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of my students grew up in Japan, moved here after he graduated from high school in Japan to take care of his grandmother. And talking to him about the difference in culture is
Starkly
fucking
different.
amazing.
Dude,
like-
you get like
It's such an earth-shattering difference in what they're taught in history compared to what we're taught in history.
This is interesting, and I would like to know.
they don't know about so Japan even though they've taught what they did to China. Like when you have
They're taught for sure. Like he was.
Oh, they
he
talk
wa-
about
He was taught in very very vivid detail about the
Nanking?
massacre at Nanking.
Okay,
That's
Nanking.
rough.
He was taught
Okay, good.
for sure.
Did you guys see those photos?
No, I did not.
No, the new ones that
Yeah,
they didn't
no,
release in
I
those
didn't.
new
I know
books,
the
'cause I had
the
a
ones that got
buddy
leaked
who
on
sent me
TikTok.
I had a buddy who saw the book that just got released
Oh, I
about the
haven't read that one.
photos.
Were they legit?
You may never see them. You may never see them. I have no idea.
Everybody was saying they were fake for a minute.
No.
For those of you that don't know,
There's two photos I've seen that are very
pause.
real.
On TikTok, I'm big on TikTok. He's bigger on TikTok. There's a gentleman that owns a pawn store on TikTok that had a degree in history.
I don't know if it's from him.
Somebody brought in a leather-bound book from World War II into his shop and basically asked him what it was, and he identified pictures from the massacre at Nanking that had not been previously known to history. And these are those pictures.
See, not unknown, but unknown images. They're just unknown images. They've never been released. These are from a photographer who was there during the, we won't say it, of Nanking, but very big thing during
Nanking.
Yeah, Nanking.
If you Google Nanking, it's going to pop up.
Yeah.
What I love is, as you're saying,
Seen
it's the culture behind Japan, because they've changed completely now. But you have to understand, during these two nuclear bombs, these two atomic bombs, they had like 18 kilotons. If you don't know that to nowadays nukes, fucking 18 kilotons, fucking babies compared to what we can do now.
I mean,
we can do
at the time, still
maybe
crazy.
not. So most
50
people,
megatons, sorry.
most
50
people
megatons,
don't
yeah.
understand the gravity of the situation when we talk about nuclear bombs.
Oh, but
So
real quick, these made the Emperor of Japan, who was a fucking god at this time, talk on a radio. This was the first time anyone in Japan, and it was broadcast over Japan, they heard an individual they revered as a king or a god talk. Ever. Like, this was
for the first time
ever. And that is the only reason the surrender happened. Go on.
So to give you guys a scale on nuclear bombs, everybody knows about like the Moab bomb that was dropped in 2017, 2016, 2017.
2018.
The Moab bomb stands for massive ordnance air blast, or more commonly
Mother
referred
of
to
all
as
bombs.
the mother of all bombs. It is the largest non-nuclear bomb ever dropped in combat, period. It is equivalent to 11 kilotons of TNT, 11 kilotons being 11,000 pounds of TNT.
It's big.
It's very big.
It's
so
big mofo.
that bomb weighs approximately 180,000 pounds, and the only known method of delivery is to literally push it out the back of a C-130 cargo plane.
It's like guys like,
Okay,
Yeah.
now stop. 180,000 pound bomb delivered 11 kilotons of TNT bomb. Okay, the smallest nuclear weapon that America has ever had in use was the Davy Crockett weapon system.
oh God, the David Crockett.
It was a 76-pound projectile. If you don't know, it is the Fallout 3 video game, The Fat Man. It is the inspiration for that. It literally
Metal Gear Solid 3.
Metal Gear Solid 3 also. It literally looks like it is a little missile this big.
Portable fucking
It is
nuke.
76 pounds. That 76-pound bomb had it was nuclear, and it had a kiloton rating of 15 kilotons, which is 4 kilotons larger than the Moab, and it was 76 pounds versus 180,000 pounds, to give you a clear idea of the difference between a conventional versus a nuclear warhead.
Nuclear warheads are non-fuckable. You don't
But
fuck
they're
with
nasty, though.
That's what I'm saying. They're
That's
like
the only issue is they're nasty.
So you would then had the Japanese Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1942, 1944. 44 was 18 kilotons. Now, how many kilotons to equal a megaton? Is that 1,000?
I couldn't.
1,000 kilotons to equal megatons. And then you had the TASAR, which is the largest explosion ever to happen.
SAR bomba.
SAR. Was 50 megatons because it's a 100 megaton nuclear explosion, but they reduced the size by half.
100 megaton is only theoretical. 50 megaton is actually what happened.
So
Because they dropped it
50 megaton is what actually dropped.
Fallout.
that is the largest that has ever been officially tested on the planet Earth.
The 50 megaton.
The
Yes.
50 megaton, correct. That was tested in northern Siberia, and it shattered windows in Finland. which is over 1,000 miles away.
This is hitting the atmosphere for a mushroom cloud. If you Google it, it's fucking
to give you an
insane.
idea, what's more terrifying? Are you guys familiar with the Poseidon weapon?
No.
It is the new Russian nuclear weapon, and it's actually terrifying. So what it does is
I would love to hear this.
it's not a nuclear warhead like an ICBM. What it is it is
Can you define ICBM for the people?
an intercontinental ballistic missile.
It can go anywhere and fuck you up.
The Poseidon weapon is 300 megatons, more than double the SAR bomba. And instead of deploying out of a submarine through the water, through the air, and hitting a target, it is a Leacher torpedo. So they can deploy it, and
Underwater?
it stays underwater the entire time.
That's what I'm saying. It goes,
It stays underwater. No, it never goes up. So the torpedo
It's just the
will
shoreline.
actually robotically, it will crawl at a rate that is so slow that no modern radar or identifying technology can spot it. It will literally crawl at tenths of a mile per hour for years or months. They're nuclear powered. It is a nuclear powered torpedo that is a 300 megaton bomb. And what it is designed to do is it's designed to come up on a major coastal city, 50 to 100 miles off the coast, and it will detonate 300 megaton nuclear bomb. And this will create a 1,500 foot irradiated
Tidal
tsunami.
wave.
Yeah.
No. It's not tsunami. We
Tidal
create a
wave.
tidal wave.
Correct. That will level a coastal city.
With radiation water. Just
Correct.
fucking
Yeah.
flowing.
Yeah, well, that
And this
also is going to have a thermonuclear effect.
correct, but this weapon has never been. So this was in the news a while back, like literally a couple weeks
terrifying.
ago. So it was first deployed by a Russian nuclear sub, and it went missing for about 9 days, and then it resurfaced in the very northern portion of the ocean, and they're saying that the Russians were testing it about a month and a half ago.
Do you believe that is something that could truly be capable?
Do I think it's capable?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I don't.
Why?
Or I will always say
I do not believe it.
Russia, when you have
Unless-
an arms, I will say this: when you have an arms race, you have to understand the SAR bomb was created in 1968, right?
A minute ago.
Ish, roughly.
And we've come
Cold.
far since then.
That's what's terrifying. You had a 100 megaton bomb
So that's
created
what-
in the
so-
1960s, and you're like, "Is this possible?" Yeah, 100%.
Most people
I
don't
even know
realize
now.
this. America spent $748.1 billion this year on the military. Do you know what 48% ish of that budget went to?
What?
Defense or
ICBM defense.
So
This isn't an ICBM.
I have a feeling we're gonna end
That's what's
this.
scary.
I have a feeling we're gonna end this podcast with a CI fact,
God.
and we'll get real, but we have to end it on that, and we can't go further than
Oh,
that.
we're gonna go
I
further.
like it. I like it. I'm gonna go pee.
But yeah, sorry. No, we'll just wait till the election's back. 'cause
Oh,
I
I
got.
feel like me and you combined know a terrifying amount of information.
I was to say, yeah, I
It's
know
upsetting.
a lot of I know a lot of secret stuff that I wish I really honestly, honest to God, I wish I didn't know. It just makes me paranoid.
Yeah, same.
Did we get left off? Dude, Brandon ditched us, bro.
That's legit as fuck. He didn't even text any of us. It's fucking, bro. We did a 1 hour podcast.
I should text
stopped,
him.
and now
I'm gonna
we're-
text him right now.
We're
and be like,
2.5
"Damn,
hours in
rude."
to the next podcast. We've done 3 podcasts. Eli, legit, what the fuck are you gonna do with this? It's
Fuck, have fun, bitch.
it's 3.5 hours.
Oh my god! Holy shit! This is gonna be the world's longest.
Let's
podcast.
keep going. No, we were talking about the SAR bomba. What
Dude,
were you
SAR
talking about,
bomba?
Nico? We're not stopping, by the way. We're gonna keep going. No, we're
Okay,
not.
I was talking about how you talk about a nuclear warhead crawling, right?
Yep.
and then detonating. Do you think that's true and it could happen right now?
I do. I fucking.
So what I've read, which granted is not, this is what a fucking journeyman electrician from Iowa that used to be in the National Guard can find on the internet, but from what I can find, which I cannot stress this enough, is not a valid source of information. It is estimated that at least 5 might be in place already on coastal cities somewhere in the world waiting to be detonated.
Okay, so you really think that, these nuclear warheads that are crawling on the ocean floor for months to years is a possibility?
Potentially.
Why?
Anything's a possibility.
You don't think there's any possible way we could possibly detect it?
Oh, I do.
I just said, anything's a possibility.
I think we do spend a lot of money on our defense measures, and when you see what we do, we're trying. America. My favorite statistic is how long has America been at war versus any other country? All of it. Isn't it like 7 years we've not done war?
We are back-to-back World War motherfucking champs, baby.
So, can I address
with
this?
us. You can't.
16 years.
I want to address this.
16 years. Go in 16 years first.
Every fucking time I say we're back-to-back World War champs, everybody gets butthurt and they're like, America joined late. It's like,
we are back-to-back World War fucking champs. We're the world fucking police. Maybe not right now, but we were, okay? And guess what? Whoever the fuck wants to start some shit, no one's starting it with us.
No, for sure.
You're not.
Right now. What do you mean right now? Are you on crack?
No. But we have to accept the world as how it is. People are deciding who they want to pick fights with, and it's just like,
and it's never America.
It's not going to be us. You're not going to do it.
They're not poking this bear.
They're not.
Okay, so
you're staying far away.
There's several levels to this. Every time I say America's back-to-back World War champs, I get a bunch of shit, and people are like, America's not the... Like, look, if you're British, Canadian, Indian, French, literally any other country on the Allied side, and you say, we're back-to-back World War champs too, I'm never going to disagree with you. I'm going to fucking high-five, chest bump, fucking up top. Yeah, back-to-back World War champs.
We are.
All day, every fucking day. However... everybody wants to fucking pick number one and who got first place. And I've heard so many arguments. Everybody's like, well, America joined late. Well, America joined late because it ended as soon as we got there because we finished shit. I can't help that. Okay? Now,
get fucked.
Hear me out. Like, I've heard, first of all, we'll start with the worst argument. Actually, the Soviet Union won because the most people died. Not a great stat.
Not how it works.
That's a terrible KD.
Not a great stat to rely on. Okay.
That's a terrible KD.
That's 100%
Get your
true.
skills up, my boy.
There's like 20 million.
I think my overall point is I personally don't want to pick an individual winner. I'm happy with having it be a team win.
No.
But if you wanted to pick an individual winner and you were to get rid of the names of the countries and you were to just write down the stats of how many people did you lose, how much damage to your infrastructure was caused, who came out on top, there is nobody on the planet that's being unbiased that will not pick America.
we came out on top.
America came out on top every time, and you can be like, "Well, America didn't join on time." Well, it's like, I mean, fucking, it worked out.
Hey, guess what?
Sorry, you lived
finished when we fucking showed up, bitch.
Sorry,
you're done.
Sorry, you lived in a shitty location.
Can't help it. Geography is a motherfucker.
Listen, just call us direct next time, Kay.
Look, I think my
fucking end it
overall
like
point,
we do every time.
I can hear it now, and they're gonna be like, "America's not the greatest country ever."
Fuck off.
And that's not true.
What is great?
All of it. Like, look, America.
I love America.
America's done fucked up shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, who's leaving?
We're probably gonna continue to.
Nigga's like, who's getting the fuck out of? Fuck you!
I'm not leaving, but fuck this place.
America's done fucked up shit. It's gonna continue to do fucked up shit. I can't help that. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's gonna happen. Okay.
Yep. Don't trust the government.
That's
Because when I
science.
hit y'all with this shit, y'all gonna be on some next level shit.
But look, everybody's gonna be like, Bah. Oh, yeah? Well, America doesn't have free healthcare. You want to know why America
do.
doesn't have free
I'm
healthcare?
100% team P,
You want to know
bitch.
why America doesn't have free healthcare? There's 30 members in NATO, okay? In order to be a member of NATO, you have to spend 3% of your overall GDP on defense. Right? That's the fucking rules. Can we all agree? Those are the fucking rules. 3% GDP. If you're a smaller
Dude, you
country,
forgot to click the record button.
fuck.
I was like,
Sorry, continue.
We're spending 3% on GDP, okay?
that's a lot of money if you don't know.
America. Okay, so there's 30 members in NATO. Only 9 of them spend 3% of their GDP on defense. It's America, Britain, and all the countries that neighbor Russia, basically.
Yep.
That's essentially what it is. Now, if you have a bigger GDP, you spend more fucking money because that's how percentages work. Hashtag math.
Global defense
Here's the
percentage,
deal.
correct?
America-
Global defense percentage, correct?
No.
Global defense.
Gross domestic product.
Yeah,
whatever.
gross domestic.
No.
Anyways.
There's another defense product though.
No,
in
that's
there.
not it. Anyways.
Nico's like,
So
No.
it's 3% minimum to be in NATO. America
Google
does
it.
8, and we're the largest fucking
Oh, yeah.
GDP on the planet to begin with. So we spend way more than anybody else. And everybody's like, "Buh, you don't have free healthcare." And it's like, well, yeah, because we're subsidizing your defense. That's how you can afford free healthcare, because we're paying to defend you.
Defense numero uno, bro.
Just saying. And then you want to know the best part about this?
I love Nick when he's drunk. He's like,
we're paying,
America.
we're paying to fucking defend you. And then that allows you to afford free healthcare. And you want to know who develops new healthcare?
Who?
America. America invents 65% of all pharmaceutical innovation happens in America. So not only are we subsidizing your defense, which subsequently subsidizes your free healthcare, we're also subsidizing modern medicine. And you want to know the best part about all of this? Everybody's going to get butthurt and they're going to write an angry fucking comment, and they're going to do it on their fucking cell phone, which is an American invention. The phone, Alexander Graham Bell. Or they're going to do it on their fucking computer,
Oh my
which is
fucking
also
God.
an American invention. And they're going to type that angry comment on their keyboard, which is also an American invention. And they're going to send it through time and space via the fucking internet, which, you guessed it, also an American invention. And then
Fuck your dad.
I'm going to be able to read it any day of the fucking future that I feel like in the comment section on YouTube, which is also an American invention. So not only are we subsidizing your defense, we're subsidizing your free healthcare and modern medicine and your ability to talk shit about us. You're fucking welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Unsubscribe.
and that is all we need for this episode of Unsubscribe. Jesus Christ, where do we find you?
TheFatElectrician.com.
Nico!
Brutally honest with Nikko Ortiz.
That is. Nick was
Mexico.
like, that is how I close the next podcast. And we'll roll into the first podcast, which is now a 4-hour fucking podcast.
We're going again tomorrow.
Dude, I
bitch.
can't wait to upload this and be like, everyone's gonna be like, holy shit, it's 4 hours. This is my
Quack
work
bang out,
day.
motherfuckers.
We
This is-
definitely be at number
This
one,
got
baby.
violent really quick.
Quack bang out.
Hey, tune into the next one. I'll tell you guys top secret information. Let's go.
Tune into the next episode when I tell you whether or not Nico is circumcised or not
My dick fat.
tomorrow.